has shown time and time again throughout a ton of online and offline tournaments that he's more than capable of being able to supply those victories here as the 2K2D finds the mark. Unfortunately, falls into the fireball. Ooh. By fireball, I mean the second Nagoriyuki. You do get that blocked burst.
If we could grab burst and strive, that was 100% a scooped one. TYL just already in iDom's head, but a nice backdash sets up the Testament just onslaught of specials, projectiles, and more. Never mind.
Unfortunately, face in the dirt. Quick little dash up with the throw. TYL. This is something we talked about last week, is that TYL, I feel like, has always, the version of Nagoriyuki that you want to play this patch has been the version of Nagoriyuki TYL's played the whole version of it, the whole time in this game. Very aggressive, tries to look for really, really crazy openings at the start using that blood, and is willing to play the footsies later, but for now, there will be no footsies. There will only be death. That is game one as the blood pop goes away.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought you were going to lead us into there will be blood. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. iDom milkshake looking empty after that first game is, you know, shades of, you know, Hitachi, TestYourLuck, that form of Nagoriyuki where you blink and next thing you know, you're in the next game. iDom is going to have to just, at round start, has to escape this danger zone as TestYourLuck just needs one shot to get that going. The air jump back, making a little bit of space, blocking it out. And if you wait here for Nagoriyuki to get that blood rage up, making it harder to use specials, now we can see iDom starting to control the pace.
Yeah, as long as you're farther away than that 5H can reach, you do have the opportunity to have tempo when it comes to setting up these projectiles here, as well as trying to read these jump arcs. Obviously, Nagoriyuki, when the blood is high, is not the most mobile character in the game. You can usually snipe him out of these jumps that feel more predictable, but unfortunately for now, once again, a similar situation, nearly taking us out.
All right, and then, yep, we reset the blood gauge, step back, slide in. iDom's ankles getting blessed, and TestYourLuck 3 rounds straight.
And the clone with the stomp, 2K2D, great pressing the timing there for iDom.
Okay, Stain State, not yet active here, but a good 6P. Finds the Arbiter sign as well. We finally got a Stain State, 6P as well. Gonna get a nice extension into the Sister Supa.
Always the right call to get that 5H as well. A pixel of life left. You can pretty much guarantee anything as, again, Stain State applied, Arbiter sign applied, no chance to even fight there. It's a round apiece.
All right, again, the up back from iDom, great choice. As you see the DP from TestYourLuck, catching it, gets a big nom, and now it's time to party.
Oh no, and once again, BSU blocks the burst and uses the Shizu! Listen, obviously it's a DP input, you don't normally see it used as a DP, but just as God intended, the DP motion stops the jump.
Oh, the face I made when I saw that happen. As iDom has been taken to the skies consistently, right? You know, scared of the spin, scared of like, crouch S, especially on level 2, on max blood rage. But then just knowing we have as much blood as we want off 2 blood-sucking universes, a tough spot for iDom, who's facing being sent to the loser's bracket.
Yurkov, my king, it's good to see you, homie. Back through, BSU gets backdash there, forces the burst though. That's a good old-fashioned tempo burst there from TYL, I like that, just to keep the corner.
Both spending it just to at least get back to neutral here, where iDom can show their force. But the jump scares, it might be past spooky season, but TestYourLuck is ready to get iDom.
Nah, celebrating Halloween a little early once again. Doesn't matter for me. BSU party time, but we just full decline straight out of their backdash into BRC makes the most possible space in one interaction.
So, you don't like what situation you're in? Hit the bricks. iDom getting an early round. Still a ways to go here. Already parking the corner, but nice challenge from 2K2D. Stuffing the guard impact. I forget the name of it entirely, but it's fine. Stain State's back. iDom with a big lead here. Has to watch out for the clone though.
Doesn't quite make it there in time. Is going to have to harass with the normals, which is absolutely almost enough. I thought maybe we were going to find a follow-up, but instead it's YRC to reset.
Oh, the teleport, the second blow. iDom getting tagged here, has to watch out for getting... Okay, about to say getting chipped out, but catches the 2K.
Second time this set that iDom has used the forbidden normal to go underground. The Testament 2K is crazy in situations like that.
It worked out so well, though. I mean, as low risk as you can get in a situation where you are not trying to get just blown up by the second blood pop, which, you know, iDom getting knocked back from it gave TestYourLuck that one little shot of ending it then and there, but iDom on the board.
5K finds a knockdown here in the corner. Arbiter sign. It's going to be able to secure the break. No, instead it's a 6P after the pop-up, recognizing where the blood's at, so it was like, you can have it. You can come back to neutral. I'm down, brother.
All right, the twins are out. It's going to be nice to see this wall break with your iDom. Should be able to have that same state applied here as well, but the Arbiter sign gets backdashed. 6P though, nice YRC to avoid the stain state. Pop going here. TestYourLuck just needs that one shot, but the teleport out, really smart from iDom.
And dude, TYL is using this blood like there's no consequence at the end of that bar. Like, we are playing it so crazy in so many spots, and I do respect it.
You know, do or die time, right? Right now, though, jumps out and air dashes to avoid the command grab. iDom, though, getting sniped into the ground. Another grab comes through. This is TestYourLuck, just needing that one shot here. With a nice YRC, he's going to keep this going. OTG is there. There's the command grab again. And a perfect sets TestYourLuck on match point.
iDom not quite having the burst or the wild assault to deflect shield. That resource being low is going to make this extremely difficult. A hell of a jump in and a 4-hit combo to break through the wall. Safe and simple now. As iDom might be done for. Oh my god.
Your burst irrelevant. The crouching heavy, setting it fly high. Double perfect here for TestYourLuck. Not get like the big dubs that people are hoping for, as despite like how strong some players are and how much they work right now, especially I guess in like the climate of what the game is at the time. But that's not gonna stop people from going in with the one-eyed samurai or let the intro rock, because it's like still one of the sickest intros, if not the best intro in the game.
Top 3, easy top 3. But like I said, we'll see how it turns out between the two. Match beginning as we're going to kick off our night. AWT points on the line here at the East Coast Silver event, and right off the rip finds the touch, forces the burst. A great way to get a roll here for Shockjoc.
Yeah, there's no better way you can start things here. You see Udongein getting a parry just to be able to get in. Not a bad tool, especially on reaction to things like the beak driver. Really strong in this matchup. Here we go, going in with the Tommy, overhead RC, now off to the corner.
That's a Lucas W, one of our production guys, who is out for his birthday in chat right now. Go enjoy your day. I love you and happy birthday. Yeah, go focus up. Go enjoy your birthday. That's my king, though.
Of course, Lucas. Everyone who's worked TNS in any shape or form, Lucas is that guy. Happy birthday to him. And this is a 1v1 game, so there'll be no happy birthdays in game. But it's going to be a nice round as a present for Udongein.
Yeah, sliding past, being able to keep that pressure up, even with the early stages as we go for the low profile, beating out on the jump through. Nice damage and pressure. We're not quite going to break the ball, which honestly is probably a better situation.
Man, I love the OTG into the Kabari. We're going to set up to Tommy. Burst here could have maybe saved the wall, but having the ability to get one last chance first is going to be a gold one there. Was not a combo. Tough spot for Shockjoc here.
Oh, saw the DP coming, gets the punish, that PRC backwards, and being able to apply the S-Kabari on the follow-up. A deadly combination when it comes to spending that meter, repositioning, and taking advantage. Strong start there. While Shockjoc kind of set the pace in the early stages, Udongein pretty easily answering back at every single turn. That is 1-0 pretty handedly, I'd say.
Oh yeah, no, for sure, for sure. And that's momentum heavy. Baiken can go really strong in her favor. And now that like we saw an uppercut come out that got baited, it's like the mind game's already there for Shockjoc. He's going to have to make the adjustments here. It's the usual first to 3 set. Gets the counter hit, gets the burst, kind of shades of the same from game 1. Let's see if Shockjoc can keep this momentum going.
Important thing to remember when it comes to the next time we go for that mix-up. We went for Kabari, didn't go for the follow-up. Shockjoc dashes forward very aggressively. It looks like that frame trap might be activated in the later stages here as Kabari finds the mark for the second time. We're gonna cash out pretty decent damage off this one.
Right? And now we're getting our DP this time. It works close enough, and the meter to make a bigger extension. It's gonna hit that Tyrant barrel, put the stank on it with the second wall break. And now we have a prime position with the meaty, but the wake up reversal super is gonna hit.
Plasma bonus gonna tick up just a little bit. Mistimes their opportunity, but still is able to get through, and 6P dodges the Kabari. So back to neutral, and with the life totals where they are, you can see Shockjoc, especially having the meter lead, taking a very aggressive angle, which is definitely the right decision.
Oh yeah, really good there. Just using the Elk Hunt right into the RC. Gonna force the burst out of Shockjoc, committed to another reversal. This time, should be able to get the wall break. No meter for a super here, but still half-life damage looking good with the positive bonus. BRC off the grip not to get punished, so all that meter kind of gone, but still in a good position.
Oh, and unfortunately, Peak Driver in footsies. Not quite what it once was. Well, it's still pretty strong. Unfortunately, just not going to be able to control this quite the space we're looking for. As Kabari is going to set us up for even more space traps. The risk gauge getting absolutely cranked right now. As Shockjoc just waiting for a turn, and unfortunately, the turn will never come.
I gotta make your own, or else you're gonna sit in that blender. Udongein slicing and dicing. Prime position to go up 2-0 in the set here. Shockjoc puts another Beak Driver. The crouch heavy on reaction, getting Udongein in. But a nice mash back to K2D, forces the burst out.
Another good 6 feet to avoid the Kabari, but unfortunately there is going to be Ozanson into the old classic and Dust We Trust when it comes to the combo. But a DP in response to be able to break out, as well as the close slash finding a mark.
Put some more stank on it. Taking her a trip across the world here, and Shockjoc with the big damage. Another run-up meaty. Close slash. We saw what happened last time, beaten by the reversal. I want Shockjoc to be a little more careful. Now, low on life. There's the run-up close slash anti-air. Let's go. Should be able to finish it.
Absolutely. Tyrant Barrel with the guaranteed damage off the shock working well. And off that RC, sometimes it's hard to tell when what you see coming out, but you see the startup of the animation of the tatami there. It's the only move that Baiken's gonna do where her hand and foot are gonna move in sequence like that. It's I feel like it's a weird skill that you kind of just, I don't think anybody practices it, but you kind of develop the sense of like learning what the first 3 frames of every animation looks like for when there's like RC freezes, you know what I mean? It's a weird thing to explain, because like I said, I don't think anybody practices that, but
yeah, the little visual thing, right? Those little moments there. So keen eye. And right now, Shockjoc with the keen eye themselves, finding opportunity to air dash in. Has met the burst, yeah. But the spacing here can be really strong, as long as they're careful not to overextend and get hit by the parries, which we've seen Udongein use not too often, but they've pretty much hit the mark. Ooh, what a block.
Definitely agreed. They've been sprinkling in the parries at the exact right timings there. It looked like a blown mix-up, but ends up still finding the close slash. That was just a very intense frame kill. Nice block on the low, though.
Use the RC just to keep this pressure going. There's the overhead into the extension. Should be able to get a wall break off one more solid hit. Maybe able to get a super, but the wake-up back throw classic.
And the triple 5P into getting thrown is an unfortunately unblockable sequence there. Shockjoc gonna get put on the wall here. Udongein halfway to victory now, a round in a game. We keep that pressure up, using the Wild Assault to guarantee an Kabari.
I like the sequence. Sure, there's a burst here, and we're gonna spend it. Still a tough spot with that wall health a little low, but we find the Elk Hunt once more. Into the corner we go, some plus frames to boot, and a counter hit for some huge damage. Almost. Dang.
Popping out, and the tech sends us back to neutral PRC, but doesn't get the drift forward, and a huge full send on the instant air dash forward. Shockjoc once again keeping the pressure up, and after the tap dust, finally Udongein finds a jab and finds their way out of pressure.
Right, Shockjoc got a little bit of a lead. Would love to tie up the rounds. Crouching S, though, has been using great options with some solid patience to go through a lot of the normals from Baiken, but right back at you with the crouch heavy side swap.
Oh, and the Aboii just barely finding the mark. Not quite enough to kill, though. Is going to try and show what's under the sleeve, but the 2S is going to go wide. Burst is spent, and now we're just looking for anything.
Oh. Yo, the air dash air throw! What a scoop! Udongein was hoping for this elk hunt to stuff it out, but jumped into the sky and got sniped. I've not seen a more blaze blue throw here in Guilty Gear Strive than tonight.
Love that extra little extension there off the trade, knowing Aboii was going to be able to make it work. Another quick knockdown and another quick goes on to 3 times in a row. We're full sending it. And it's able to side swap back into the mid screen as well, keeping the pressure, not wanting the positive bonus, would rather have the mix.
Oh, that was hot. That damage too. But a backdash catch for Shockjoc. Wasn't ready for the Kabari combos though of their own. In a tough spot, a lot of meter here. Hasn't wire seed yet, but the parry.
Oh, and just like that, assuming completion of combo here should be just enough to kill, especially with the PRC being built up there. Udongein is going to be able to take the back and forth now. 2-1, a well-established lead, and Shockjoc kind of in the hole now.
This is just the first match. This is the energy people are bringing into tonight with the points at stake. We got, the ARC system works. World Tour points like looming above. Everyone's feeling that pressure. It's making this so good.
And off the round start, 2D is what finds the mark. BP doesn't get there, but again, that 6P to beat the Aboii is working out wonderfully.
Yeah, I like that. Even when the Kabari whiffs, it still means that we're not having to take the mix-up afterwards, so Shockjoc just reacting so efficiently. Nice sequence in the corner. One more solid hit for the wall break. That's the counter hit. And the beat driver. Wall break. Nice advantage for Shockjoc.
Good knockdown. Seatbelt strapped in one more time. 100 meter for Shockjoc here. Thought for sure it was going to be time to let the super rip. There it is on the Kabari. We finally choose to let it go.
Oh, interesting. The Kabari, though, making it so Sin can't really escape the situation, but blocks the double Yozansen, but not ready for the jump P mix-up there. And now, Udongein a slight life lead. Shockjoc holding on to a burst here. Has a chance to bust out just in case.
Whips the 6P, goes straight in afterwards. Was expecting some kind of reversal. Nothing comes through as the YRC builds us not enough room. I think maybe Shockjoc thought they were going to be a touch farther away, but the pull in after the YRC leaves us at the perfect space to go for the low profile.
Big shot here. Udongein one more round away. Taking the set 3-1. Shockjoc putting a lot of effort into making this as close as possible, but the parry on the beak driver, that gap, always threatening.
A little too far. 6P also not working out again and again. Udongein has been able to just barely be able to take the advantage of these situations, and just like that with the throw, Udongein is able to secure the set 3-1.
Parries get in those certain spots, but that's where the character shines, is just extending their turn and taking their chances. And we're gonna take a chance with our next match here as Astral versus Geko is Dizzy coming up here. Anji versus Queen Dizzy with a run-up grab.
Full sense the dash runs damn near full screen to be able to get there. I love the idea off the rip, and Dizzy is a character we've been see a little bit more success again and again through a couple of different players here, and this is the big difference maker against these more aggressive characters. Getting the dance floor up, having that ice, making it more difficult for them to close the distance on you seems to be the deciding factor a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the game plan. You want to just get the floor active, make it so that you have all this room and characters have struggled to maneuver. But once they get in, that's always going to be the big scary part here as you see that damage coming through. Dizzy, not a lot of life. Has to be extra careful here once Anji breaches a defense, and that should be almost a round.
We pop the trunk though, using the umbrella well, and the tap dust had plenty of meter to follow it up. Also, Astral was going to keep it very aggressive in the moment as we're continuing to try and look that way, but a great instant block to be able to actually secure the punish there.
Okay, so far, Astral has some solid spacing, even with the ice floor, not getting in spots where Geko is Dizzy can find solid hits and try to poke. See the wall break here, just a close S. Solid damage, tried to start it up. but nice catch. Gecko's usually gonna get some mix-ups.
Oh, and the parry is just active long enough. Astral's able to break through on that one, and now Geko in a terrible spot for the second time is forced to burst and set up the dance floor here as we try to close the distance.
Yo, the combo off the air snipe. Okay, into the fish mix-up. Not a full combo. We're gonna Fujin in. And that's game 1 for Astral, who just waited things out really well. Found that small spot, just saying, cool. You're up close, right where Anji can thrive in a matchup like this, where I think Geko is dizzy when playing like long-range games. Probably paid off the most. Hadn't made the most out of like the advantage they got from their knockdowns, but you know, we'll see as the set continues and how much they can mix it up against Astral.
Yeah, and Astral doing a really good job of kind of recognizing not only gaps in pressure, but I guess seeing the line there. Geko being a little bit more aggressive while we had that Wings of Light. It was about halfway to activation. As soon as there's a situation where they have to break off a little bit, Astral uses that to go for a crazy Kara low, which is absolutely the right call. Just like you were talking about, you got to know your threat bubbles, know your threat territories, and Astral's playing to them very well so far.
Yeah, so far so good. Again, even like taking to the skies little by little, especially with the ice floor there. The burst comes out from Geko, but we're sliding our way into the DMs. King Kai ain't gonna like that.
And the knockdown was looking for the throw. PRC to be able to escape, and the JK keeps pressure at least. But in the mid screen, Geko finds a tech and is good. I thought we were going to have more of an opportunity there, but none of Astro has anything to say about it.
All right, they'll get dizzy though, gets out of the corner. Roasting some chestnuts. It is getting close to winter time, but Anji though is ready for the blizzard. Pops the umbrella, taking around Astral on a tear.
Hell of a run up there, finds the connection, and I love the routing. Once again, good recognition of where the hit was going to come through. Secures a positive bonus, so even if you do have to stay in neutral, situation's looking good as we find a twirl as well.
All these spots working so well. PRC just to add the extra advantage. Trying to catch a whiff. Geko is dizzy, but the back throw. Big opportunity right now. It's going to set up a fish just to protect the skies. No ice floor yet, and no anti-air either. Astral, one more throw or solid hit to finish the job.
PRC backwards. No whiff punish available here. Michael Sword a couple times in a row is not going to be able to find much and looks for the reposition. But just the tip of the flip-flop. Just barely making the connection there.
I always wondered why they had those like wooden extensions on the bottom of those shoes. Now I know! We make our hitboxes bigger. I get it now. All right.
Definitely looking good with the JK though. Again, I mean, just I guess to lean into the praises for Astral. Again, playing the ranges very well, using their burst options to close distance extremely well. Geko just got to do a better job of making these opportunities count. I feel like even when we found mix-up, we haven't been able to get as aggressive as we would like to. Not even as aggressive. We haven't extracted as much value as I know that we would like to here. It's Wings of Light close to setting off, but Astral finds an opportunity and gets aggressive again.
Using the floor against Dizzy as well to get that corner. Yeah, Geko still has burst here. Is in a tough spot. Dashing in, eating another clog to the face. Force the burst down. It's pretty even. But we're punishing the ice floor activation with that Fujin. That was solid.
Gamers, I know they're not flip-flop, I'm sorry. A little too far away on that one. 6P and jumps forward, steals the turn with the fan, and tries to use the umbrella. The great YRC.
All right, Chestnuts got roasted. Ice floor is there. Finding the hit, should be able to get a nice little extension. Not a lot of bar to finish the job. A throw and one more can be it. Let's see if Geko can get around. No, the hero burst from Astral.
With 100 meter in pocket, I actually think that's an amazing call, and this is why. Finds the touch, brings it back down to earth one more time. A single round away for Astral now.
All right, tough spot. Even when Geko gets so close, Astral taking victory from their hands. Michael Sword, though, to make the space. The floor is down. The Ice Spike is doing its best, but Fujin does not care.
The light ticking down, and again, that burst low working so well. Tries to find the overhead to follow up and steals the turn. Looking for the tech, but the fan finds the mark.
Okay, RC combo. Trading spots here. Perfect chance for Geko, who gets the grab. gonna be able to set up the fish, gets the extension, but the counter super once more.
Again, the counter's been a big difference here. Ko into the double jump, barely is able to reposition, misses out on the combo to get the kill, but still gets the follow-up with the overhead. Astral showing off a good amount of knowledge in the matchup there.
Testing iDom's resilience, and unfortunately, iDom did not pass the exam. Test your luck. Moving on to the bracket here.
And that is just like the Nagoriyuki way of life. Like we said, I said it in like kind of a joking, laughing way, but legitimately, TYL plays like that little bar at the bottom isn't there. Like, I don't really care if we get to the bottom of it, it'll be fine. When it works, goddamn, it's gonna work. Keeping it very aggressive in the right places. I appreciate that a lot.
Oh yeah, it's entertaining. It's just going in and saying, I have one job, and that doesn't involve you being here much longer. And you got a long night ahead of you, right? So we want to speed run the bracket. I appreciate it. As we're going into our next match, as we have a fan favorite coming up, the one and only gay sex legend.
Facing off against Crawm on the other side here. We'll see if GSL can keep business going. Has been doing extremely well in all TNS online brackets here. So maybe getting some points on the leaderboard potentially. You can see off the round start, staggering things pretty aggressively, which, I mean, you kind of have to when you're playing the King of the Jungle.
I see. I mean, it's a lion versus a big old gun. So Lion's going to have to just really bring out the heavy hits. But a DP from Crawm makes some space, trying to challenge Leo at the recipe for disaster.
The pressure's there, opportunity, doesn't even go for the guard break stuff. Instead, it's going to look for the jump in here, pushed away with the PRC, and decent pressure on, but in the end, GSL escapes. Escaped like, with a D. Past tense.
But to escape, you must ape, but wasn't ape enough as Crawm, with a great slidey, finds the RC, gets the first round here, set the pace.
Oh, trying to go for the pillar there, interrupts, recognizing no block string. I like that.
All right, taking some shots. Nice, I like the 2Ps up close. Quick normal just to keep GSL at bay.
Stand as twice in a row, and then misses on the parry. Okay, considering the situations that have come up before, I do respect that parry attempt. Unfortunately, it's not going to go our way here. Crawm continuing to apply such good pressure. In the end, though, finally a burst option finds the mark, and the overhead's able to get the backdash.
Oh my gosh, left, right, up, downs, just every direction being assaulted here as GSL. What a strong mix-up just to enforce the corner again. Even up the rounds here is Crawm getting whip punish here from the far slash from Leo, but 2K2D finds the mark.
The axe kick, follows through with the secondary overhead, misses out on the first into the DP, but the explosion on the end ends up finding the mark. Little 2D missile dropkick action, and a burst resets us.
Oh, I like it. Armored the overhead. It's going to be able to just, actually no, the slidey comes out again. GSL bursting immediately, not wanting to give Crawm any kind of momentum. But a good whip punch from Crawm's side. Ooh, I like it.
But the use of the gun dipper there once again. Jumps out at the perfect timing to be able to escape, but dude, the DP is too good.
Yo, we're punishing the 2D. Hold on. Crawm here managing to take that first game. Perfect spacing as Gay Sex Legend. Taking risks to close the gap. But Crawm, once they don't throw out too many whiffed far slashes and play with a little bit of patience, able to get nice whiff punishes that lead to just solid damage.
That was a marathon of a game one, it felt like. I feel like I lived in eternity watching that full one game. Holy.
Well, how many lives do you have, Proxy? Because that was being only game one.
Honestly, at this point, we might find out throughout this set here. Gets the parry, finds the open up on the secondary interaction here. GSL looking better, but unfortunately still catching DPs.
I like that vote from Crawm, not afraid to keep whipping it out. You know, if GSL on defense is going to hit those Eisensterms. Right now, it's hidden through the wall. Has plenty going here. The backdash still gets sniped. Going to block it out, and a big opportunity for a punish from Crawm.
Punish looking good. Still has 50 meter for the mix up here. Oh, same side. It looks like she's gonna go over, but that dash is so slow, as well as the very active late hitbox there on the slide. Once again, the Gun Dipper saving the day.
Incredible. The meterless punish on the reversal super that did half-life, forcing the burst out from GSL, and then just finding the mark with the slide. Burst out from Crawm, and it's a side swap. GSL's in the corner here, and now is under assault.
Yeah, you gotta buy a scratch off. That's a tough one. Got it. Slicing through. Opportunity to spend the meter, as you should.
Oh, that damage too. Leo's a tanky boy, but can't tack blast from the railgun. Although Crawm now in the corner, some decent blocks. Gonna DP here soon? No, not yet.
There it is, using the flash kick on the opponent. Trying to keep it in the corner. Same thing once again. I'm glad that we've unsheathed the sword finally, leaning into that flash kick a little bit more.
All right, too. And you see a reversal from Crawm, getting stuffed out from the side swap on the back turn stance. Hard knockdown as well. But backdash BRC, okay. All but the sliver of your dream here. GSL just trying to match up the rounds.
Having 50 meter behind you, absolutely. It's well worth it. Just go for the super, guarantee a lockdown, and get at least one look as a mix-up here. Round of peace, burst, fully intact for both.
Now we're just back to this mid-screen. As GSL knows I can't just rush in half-heartedly. As Crawm has been just sniping these approaches and really just finding their ways to get some solid damage here and there. With the punish as well. The super 2 with the wall break, let's go.
Aggressive angle on the jump in there. Leaves it out. 2D in spots, catches the walk back. Oh no, but another reversal. Both of them have been so aggressive at every single turn, and it feels like Crawm's just getting more mileage on these aggressive interactions.
It's like, I know it's Unika on Crawm's side, but I feel like there's like big Goldlewis energy emanating from Crawm's play. They are just unafraid at opportunities there, saying, I have a lot of life. I know that you thrive on going in, and until you block my wake-ups, I will keep letting it rip because it's just going to keep working. And now Crawm looking to send GSL to the loser's side, and what I would say is a small little bit of an upset.
Wait, overhead. Resets things there, goes in the back turn and kind of declines, but in the end, full sends the overhead, gets there. All you really need in the moment is positive bonus to be locked down.
All right, hit the deck. Nice meaty as well. A simple round for GSL. Kind of what we expect to see from them. And a quick reminder for those just tuning in, this is an Arcland Tour Silver event, specifically for North America East Coast. There'll be a West Coast event at a later date, so look forward to that. But right now, TNS is all EC tonight.
It's really adding up now as we're going to go for the axe kick. On the blowback is going to keep that pressure up. The normal's just a bit too quick. Taps the dust, isn't quite able to kill, but in the end, we find what we needed.
Yeah, he knocked on the door. Crawm let him in. GSL, all right. Starting the beginnings of this big comeback, but still 2 games to make it happen. Crawm, I mean, wasn't challenging as much as they were before. Not really given the opportunity to as much, being as smothered by offense as they were, as GSL has kind of turned up the heat to 11.
Duel 1.
All right, to the corner with you. I respect that. Finds the knockdown, uses the fireball, and we're just going to keep it in the mid-screen. That 2 character length range that we've been dominating.
I just love that they gave 2 characters Michael Sword. Dizzy has to be jealous right now. Oh, you can't say too much. I'm not going to say spoilers, but good damage though from Crawm. Wall break imminent. Positive bonuses there. We don't have meter for any supers here. Have to be careful with the BRC, but the fadeaway jump. Match point Crawm.
ESL, an opportunity to potentially bring this back here, gets into the back turn with the OTG and keeps the pressure up, blocks the burst as well on a very good read.
finds the drop kick from downtown. He's gonna keep this pressure going with the super, even though it's blocked. Crawm has to wait out the situation here.
Ooh, doubles up on the lows and brings us down to the absolute final now. Oh, GSL unfortunately loses out on the opening interaction here. It's gonna be stuck to the corner.
Ooh, we find a big anti-air as well. GSL wanting to burst, not wanting to get into any wall break scenario, but a 2K makes the side swat happen. And GSL with a super here is in a great position now that they've escaped such a rough spot. Although Crawm has Mito on their own. There's a DP, well placed.
Oh, and the 2D a little too far, but it doesn't matter. Has a PRC to close the distance. Burst is available. And unfortunately, he's going to hold on to it here, so maybe an opportunity. Wild Assault has some meter, plenty of resources to get this done. Is it going to be enough from this touch? It looks like the answer is no, as we just keep our pressure going.
The slidey again, an immediate burst in from GSL, and the drop kick once more. These lows have been hitting their mark. Ankles getting blessed as GSL putting it all on the line, recognizing that Crawm is just not blocking down back.
Yeah, it just hasn't been ready to escape these situations. The 2Ds, the sweeps, the legs, everything in between for both players really is what has been a kind of a crazy back and forth. Culminates now game 5.
It's
been a good
insane. Every match has pretty much been a banger in like any way, shape, or form, and that's like, you know, TNS classic. Even if it's just the East Coast, no one brings this energy like the East Coast.
Pass doubled up on the legs, blocks the burst once again. It just feels like there's no safe burst point against this guy.
Oh, and this is just all of that energy went away. We finally blocked an uppercut. In the first time of the set, GSL has the lead and is on match point.
So this has definitely been a generational bounce back here as we find the DP just blocked into the dash away, but both of them spacing pretty decently here. Again, Crawm with another very well spaced normal.
But even better backdash though from GSL. Side swap again. Crawm having to defend as best as they can, but the overhead is gonna force a wall break into super, and now Crawm on their last legs here in this set.
Has meter, but might not get suspended here. The OTG off the throw is gonna be enough to kill GSL. Taking the victory on the bounce back, as you said, not having a lead to speak of their own.
Powerful, Antoine. I don't know how you find these Twitch names, but oh my god.
So in North America, if I'm not mistaken, it is West Coast Silver event online, which I believe is next week. Don't quote me on the date, but I believe it's next week. And then Frosties, and I think that is everything that's left in North America here. Very low and slow on the situation here. Kazam found that first hit and said, I'm good, honestly. I got a lead, that's a dub.
Right though, Slayer time. This man just needs a couple of big hits, and yeah, it can be difficult against Mr. Johnny. The range and the power is always really strong here on both sides, on Johnny's side. But Diegubis just needs that one shot, that one chance.
Utilizing that approach pretty well, obviously. Oh no, and Sega catches the backdash there. Nothing to show for it though.
Okay, Mamba gets the knockdown though. Air dash in, but the backdash into the corner. Great spot. Kazam gets that first round. As, you know, they had a good showing over in South America, right? So they're one of the players that would benefit the most from getting these points here.
Oh no, but your points are in jeopardy if you're gonna catch 2 H's like that. BSU, universal counter hit on deck, but it's gonna be a back though instead to save us from the pressure.
Blocks pretty well here, not a bad spot for Diegubis, but the overhead miss Fina. It's gonna get that wall break. Not gonna give Kazam a life lead or a hard knockdown. Has to respect that Diegubis has meter here. Gonna spend it with a charge dust.
Stuck to the wall, it's gonna be able to come through. Leave the clothes behind, not something to worry about there. Round apiece between the two. full burst available as well.
Oh, nice. Went for the dandy low into the big flip. A lot of pressure here as Kazam finds a spot to hit that crouch slash. Getting out of the corner, but has to be careful, yeah. Diegubis waiting with a nice 6P. Kazam not trying to overextend, but the universal counter! Oh no, Proxy.
Absolutely, we're gonna age ourselves down just a bit. Looking safe and healthy as we should be able to get the finish. Absolutely. Under half, you already know. Frankly, it was your fault for being under half health against Slayer. Like, that was your bad.
Yeah, how dare you get hit at least once or twice. Shame on you. Granted, it's like letting Slayer get 100% tension is probably this part that you'd want to avoid as much as possible. But Diegubis definitely bringing the heat here as Kazam has a lot on the line and Diegubis could be playing spoiler.
Cold burst after the 2H attempt. Thing got a little bit messy, but it's okay.
Okay. Hit that super pose on him. That's Kazam asserting that dominance. Putting the J out there. Reminding you this man's name. Into a big meaty off the air dash and a quick round.
Throw, sets up the card, distance close. We're gonna be able to catch up the damage that we need to at Senga to break through and get that positive bonus rolling. Straight up the slide into the close slash, yeah.
Oh, we're looping into the Helter Skelter. If you're Kazam, you gotta be careful, burst into not to die, but in a spot where there's the 2H, the dash up throw off the BRC. There is no there's no consequences to anyone's actions at all. Alright, perfect spacing. And now we're looking to see if Diegubis can get a 2-0 lead here against Kazam.
Oh, the dash forward into the 2H, had a great idea as we shimmy in and out. And that, just being able to connect on the jump was perfect here. Keeping the lockdown, evading the throw attempt, looks for the throw of their own. It's gonna get put in a terrible situation now with the back throw.
Oh, I'm thinking of terrible situations. We find a clean hit. Gonna shoot the J one more time. Say his name. Okay, this time though, Diegubis blocks the post wall break scenario. Not immediately getting blessed by the air dash heavy, but it's gonna get back thrown once more. It's got a guess to give.
Oh, and the guess unfortunately is a YRC and a decent block. It's 1-1 now on the bounce back.
Again, Kazam is a very, very good tournament player all throughout Strive. Has probably traveled, one of the most traveled North American players. May not be a name that people first think of when they think of those that do so, but you know, even if not as much overseas, but especially just in the country itself, has gone to pretty much every like point around. So you know they are seasoned and hungry for some big wins.
Here in the corner now, finds the counter hit, sets up the card, looks for the jump away, but again, one of the tough things about Slayer is your movement's a little bit on rails. While you do have some great burst options without meter, a lot of the times it's hard against these characters who can beat you to the spot to get too much room, as we do use two amazing IBFDs to be able to create that space, but Kazam just takes it back immediately.
Alright, I pick a card. Ooh, we said we pick a 5P, a classic Slayer anti-air. Into the back walk. It's gonna charge that dust into the Helter Skelter counter hit again. The damage is piling on and we're bringing this back. Ooh, last chance burst. A lot of meter on the side. Diegubis. The air throw gets teched though, but the pile bunker finds its way and threads the needle for Diegubis.
Okay. Off the burst, got the hit one more time. Keeping that pressure up, still stuck against this wall, not having a chance to be able to move.
But hey, after wall break, we're going back to neutral, right? Big chance here. Although Kazam has found like the 5th back throw in the set. It's gonna take huge advantage of it. Okay, is this your card? Take a pick. No, Slayer's not here for power tricks. Instead, finds the dandy low, but the throw once more from Kazam has gone for reversal so much. I want to see Diegubis mix up a little more options to blow that up. Alright, huge damage off that wall break again. Kazam trying to cement a lead here, but Diegubis not making it easy for him. Counter hit, crouching heavy into the loops. Pile Bunker's gonna finish it with a crouching slash. And Diegubis 2-1 with the lead here in the set versus Kazam. Seeing some great Slayer play here desde Puerto Rico.
Yeah, has been bouncing back incredibly well. And like I said, has looked very, very strong throughout the entirety of the season in the places we've gotten to see him. Glad to see him proving himself deep on this one now. And again, I feel like the big difficulty is just being able to actually get that initial distance closed. If Kazam gets away, is able to establish himself in the mid-range footsies, it seems like they get a little tough, but there it is, a 5K, and all of a sudden we're in a situation like that. You have to burst. That's like, if you don't have that burst, you're on the system mechanics in a dream.
Oh, speaking of the system mechanics, burst being baited left to a big punish is now Kazam once more in control of the round. Gonna stack the deck, take the round, quick and easy.
Oh, and the jump in timing there, recognizing the 2H has been the opener a ton of times. Is now another quick follow-up, sticks us to the wall. Didn't quite have the beater for the super to get the break, but still, I think we can get.
Oh, we'll take a little more. The RC doesn't lead to too much, but we do get the misfinder counter hit. A nice catch from the RC as well. It's Kazam looking to finish the job and tie things up 2-2. Puts the J on him. Not enough to finish the job. You don't leave a Slayer with a little bit of life, unless you do an instant overhead, then, you know.
Yeah, all good from there, being able to save it out. I mean, that's the nerve-wracking thing, though, is that Slayer's one of those characters where it can be pixel to full life bar, and the game feels kind of even. It's always something you have to remember against this guy, but like you said, Game 5 on the horizon here in this top 24 qualifier.
Yeah, no, both players are playing out of their minds, you know, all the way throughout, and it's just like, it's that RPS of both players really just trying to get that slight edge over the other, because it leads to so much once they find these opportunities, like you see there from Kazam getting a clean hit, setting the card to nice damage. Yeah, Diegubis has their burst here, but they've already lost so much life, and Kazam is in full control.
Dash couldn't quite get there. This time we're able to close the distance, and the map punch. Well, just a little bit of a hit. Unfortunately, it doesn't turn into anything.
Oh, wire C both sides, but a nice hop from Kazam. Okay. That's what you said, right? A Slayer with no life gets a little bit back with the nom, but you never mind. Reversal throw rears its ugly head once more. Kazam match point.
Both sides falling up at the low. Tried to find the guard break off that one here. Managed to escape back to mid-screen, but save us for too much as we find a low again.
Putting the pressure on. Oh my god, Proxy. The anti-air far slash. You're dead.
Perfect on our back to be able to get that one done. Around a piece, burst still intact, finds the throne, is going to put things into a terrifying situation now as we look to close the distance instead. Plays it a little bit patient and it ends up paying off.
Oh, all that patience, 100%. So good for Kazam here. Close to a wall break and gets the air-to-air. That was sick. Into the full super. Put the J on Diegubis. Potentially for the last time of the set.
Oh, and a huge follow-up there after the deflect shield. Suspend 100 meter on our side. Can't quite get the cancel to save ourselves, but wakes up with the normal, knowing we have complete and utter safety. Anything Diegubis goes for there is going to be a full commitment points, but only the top 8 actually do receive any points from this one here. So you have to battle it out to the very end to be able to actually secure the bag here. We're going to get a rare Zato poncho, definitely one of the defenders of the character.
All right, and we see the Geko from Joe Brownie. I know we do have some strong players who might reveal the character a little bit later on, but I like to see her. A lot of times, Joe Brownie's been rocking her for a while. Stuck in this corner here. We're unloading the Toad. And Poncho in full force. I like what I'm seeing so far.
Here from Meaty Pierce, distance closed, we get wall. It's well worth the entirety of the Eddie gauge just to make sure that you don't get a chance to play. Quick little conversion there off the overhead as Poncho secures game 1, a round 1.
Not too bad. Even dashing forward to catch a backdash, Poncho playing really ahead right now as Joe Brownie looks a little lost under this pressure.
URC couldn't get much. Guarantees the minion pull there. After the wild assault, using that IBFT to try and make some room, and finally is able to poke out with a 2S.
Tough spot for Brownie though. In this corner, gang, you got your minions, but Little Eddie is a big homie himself, and 2v1 in the spot. Geko's running out of chances and out of life.
Appreciate that. YRC still has 50 meter to get aggressive here. Drops the minion and finds the cross up. No burst available there, so the Elysium driver will find the mark. It's around a piece now. Poncho kind of let that one get away. Sick blocking from Joe Brownie. Good use of meter to be able to survive that corner.
And I like to going for a really good mix-up there, recognizing that Joe Brownie did have YRC just in case a good block came out. So you can't YRC, but you can't block. And right now, Poncho is dishing that damage back in spades, dropping it like it's hot with the wall break too, and full steam ahead for Joe. Right. Dealing with the army of the minions here. Joe Brownie in a comfortable spot. Finds the hit with the low of the minion extension. And up a game despite Poncho's strong start. Joe Brownie finds her way through and now is in control with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, a little bit out of time there. Obviously securing the minions, the most important thing when it comes to the matchup here. And I feel like once you actually do find those knockdowns, it's the classic situation of like, if Poncho doesn't have burst, then it's just kind of cooked immediately. YRC can buy you some space, but guesses like that, I feel like a lot of times Geko players, for the most part, are pretty good about being naturally safe from those aggressive system mechanic choices.
Yeah, I think so too. And like, the more time has gone down, the better people are dealing with like probably Sato's best reversal tool was like 2P RC. So as long as like Joe Brownie can just keep that pressure going, don't let Poncho even have like the space or timing to throw any buttons out, and just a class act from Joe Brownie.
Elysium driver puts him down. Round up now as we're about halfway there. Immediately he's able to get the stop on the jump attempt there. Poncho closer and closer to the corner. Has to use some of that sneaky air movement, but 2D finds the mark after the whip.
Here we go again. It's time for that Rolino soccer in the corner, but actually double backdash 6P. Nice awareness as we see Poncho go to the sky but get sniped. Nice, the little bounce after the wall break is going to finish it here. Another roundup as Joe Brownie going 2-0.
Yeah, putting us a bit deeper in the hole, unfortunately, Poncho. Not much to be said, man. The chat has accurately pointed out the problem here. The 4v2. It's just not a great situation to be stuck into.
I mean, if you bring your homies, I'm bringing mine, right? And right now, Jacko's got more friends to back her up in this.
Oh, and tries to utilize the mortar fire there. Obviously, that was a cool change build to send the minion up, but Sato not too interested in seeing it play out. Finds the hit, breaks the wall, positive bonus again.
Okay, though, RC for the damage here into the corner. Solid from Joe Brownie, or sorry, from Poncho. Finds the 5D, finds a quick round, answers back, and this wouldn't be the first reverse 3-0. Poncho got that good stuff in him, though. Yeah. Taking shots, both just trying to deny their little buddies from showing up to the fight. Right now, though, Joe Brownie and the minions are inevitable. A good tech throw. As Poncho tries to dive in, but an anti-air again. It's Elysium Driver. It's going to be some solid damage once more.
Puts us into a spot where we might just not be able to make a comeback here. Does get the jump away and finds the back throw, and all of a sudden, Joe Brownie in a terrible position. We're going to find the command throw, refresh the Eddie, and utilize the RC actually to secure ourselves a wall break. But unfortunately, that's back to neutral. No positive situation because there's no super.
With the space from Joe Brownie. Unless we go for break the law RC, a hero burst from Poncho despite being up around. Could be in dire straits if they're not careful. Catches the cross up though, Proxy. Here comes the mix.
Oh, and breaking the law, staying on the same side, cuts through and takes the finish. We were holding the burst, trying to be unpredictable potentially, but unfortunately that's going to put us in just the worst possible spot. Down in the earth, 2-1 now. As Poncho on the comeback trail, a little bit at a time.
Well, I mean, the police are on their way though. We're breaking the law a little much, but it's working out for Poncho. If you're gonna steal the set, you gotta get a little underhanded, you know.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, there's more into it with game number 4. Poncho though already in the blender, getting ganged up on, has waited their turn, but gets hit by the minion throw and now forcing to get out of the situation. And at least to summon little Eddie, but no! Denied immediately again.
Cummins Eddie does nothing, taps dust. Says refuses to explain. Holy.
Poncho wants one thing and one thing only. It's disgusting.
Love the 6P though. Try to go into the breakdance from that one. Once again, a guaranteed pull of the minion. Getting caught by the 5P RC.
That's where I can tell the confidence is back on Poncho's side. A quick 5P RC, but an anti-air even better from Joe Brownie. Now we're just trading tap dust at this point. Anything you can do, I can do better.
The minion whipped across up there, deflect shield into the attempted defend command from the minion. Trying to blow up whatever Poncho was going to look for there. 2S a bit too far. And even though we missed on our 2K2D, still is able to use the frog to be able to continue this mix-up.
Oh, now we're blocking those 5Ds though. As hard as Poncho's going for these. Oh, it's not worked out, but we're going to refresh our Eddie gauge. In a great spot. So Poncho has one last life here, finds the pierce, doesn't get the combo extension. Okay, phew, we're safe for now.
Round of peace, a must-win situation now. Poncho trying to push the game 5. Unfortunately, whiffs out on both the instances there. The Pierce 6P, but the minion goes too far.
I mean, no one likes. It's always a good advantage to have your minion, your buddy, try to sneak up on your opponent, but maybe not the spot Brownie wants to be in. Gonna be able to block the 2D. No, we get tagged even after the RC. Interesting. Okay, Fisher's here. Poncho's last stand. The double 5D though, as Joe Brownie.
Could potentially be a big thing for sure, being able to slow down this monster. And also, if you're in a situation like that at the mid-range, you can't really ever use back turn. Being able to, you know, roast some chestnuts or use Michael's sword could be a very good way to answer those mid-range back turn situations, because you can't use your burst movement to get there when you're sliding around. So terrifying potential, but as we said before, if Leo closes the distance, it's potentially round ending every time, so Peluna has to be very careful.
Like that, picking the dance floor, dancing in and out, finding that dash forward to get the grab, and the punish on the projectiles from Leo. Nice. Just gonna force Nitro to have to be a little more respectful of playing neutral and probably put the wings out immediately get denied.
Okay, set up with the ice pillar there, and unfortunately on the slide forward, ends up getting caught out, bounces off their own OTG from the ice here, and does manage to block the overhead and escape.
Like that from Peluna, not overextending. Air dashing back just to make some space as Nitro's trying to find a reaction. Run up grab, no good, and the Michael sword slices and dices. Round 1.
Yeah, had a chance to be able to go for the punish in the first one there, missed out in the second, able to send us full screen. That's the situation you definitely want. Looks for the flash kick at a pretty decent spacing, actually. Everything coming up. Peluna here finds the fish, extends the combo, and the Wings of Light looking to activate now.
Oh no! Frozen in time at the last second and sliced right through. A perfect from Peluna. Nitro like trying to avoid the floor, but you know, the floor ain't lava, but it's still just as deadly.
And it's honestly looking like a way more manageable matchup than I previously thought. Not to say that it's like Dizzy favored or anything, but I thought it was just going to be Leo goes for one burst option and Dizzy instantly just perishes. Just turns into dust and his Thanos snapped. So looking way better than I thought it was going to be.
Hey, the truth can be eye-opening, so we'll see if Luna can keep that going for him. Because, you know, Nitro is not one to get, you know, how do you say, scared to keep trying and forcing their way in. But Peluna answering right back with some nice challenges, finding an anti-air on the back turn.
That headbutt, RC backwards to actually avoid the attempt at the burst movement there. Fish clashes, keeps things slowed.
Oh, punish though. Too close for comfort. Nitro's gonna take that to the bank. Yeah, taking it to the corner too. Gets the suit against the wall break. Dizzy though, staying on with a little bit of life. Oh, that was mean.
Yeah, secured your way out of that one now. Nitro, if the round starts, gonna find the 2K counter hit. Oh, and that little tiny shimmy backwards. You hate to see it.
Okay, life is dropping significantly on Peluna's side, but at least we have all the room to maneuver. We have the wings instead of with our grab, and now into the corner we go. One chance of a burst.
Oh no, gold burst. Send it out once again. Catching fish, roasting chestnuts, sent straight back to the wall now, and uses the RC to be able to escape.
And still found a punish on the jump throw that whiffed. After gets knocked down, gets sent full screen, has to be careful with the ice. The jump Ds, all of these. Oh, the slide made it hard to punish.
The RC, the air throw a bit too far away, but manages to confirm the dance floor. Clears out just in time as we're trying to just crouch slide our way across this.
Right. Ooh, nice technical throw from Nitro, trying to get this one-to-one matchup, but instead, ice time.
Chat, you have to remember, the cycle of Guilty Gear is that Zato comes out and he's really, really good, and then he's really bad, and that happens every time. So you just have to get used to it. As a Zato player, enjoy your first year of whatever version of the game you're playing, okay? That's the rule.
Hey, like I said, that's how it goes. Every character can find success or be a little hard to play with as long as you enjoy them. Right now, Peluna's having a blast with those jump Ds, with those Michael swords, trying to keep Nitro out, but Nitro finds a dash in, tries to get a second grab, but you know what? What about a third grab?
Oh, okay. Find it one more time. And close the distance as aggressively as we can. What a dash up, what a throw. Sets up the dance floor one more time and still has an RC in pocket.
Gets the grab, has the meter for RC. No, just gonna put the fish out. Another throw, 2-1 or 2-0. Peluna, full control. Man, that's some good dizzy play. I love it.
Yeah, honestly and truly, making me a believer when it comes to the matchup here. I'm definitely on the team of Leo has no bad matchups, but this is looking like even at at worst for Dizzy. I mean, I just don't know what you really do about being sent skidding full screen, utilizing the pretty much every single projectile just about perfectly. Peluna's playing this crazy good.
Right though. Nitro having to win 3 straight to keep their winners' chances up here. Craving those AWT points. Peluna's not making it easy. The burst to keep her in the corner. Gonna throw into the meaty overhead. Solid blocks from Peluna, whose their defense is also as strong as their offense on a lot of sides, but unfortunately, you can't block it all.
Yeah, Nitro just doing a good job brute forcing everything that round, finding the hit multiple times in a row, just off of purely good reads.
And can we shout out, like, Nitro committing all the way to Leo, right? Had opportunity to switch around, but is just all in on the king. Doing what they can, especially, you know, learning a matchup like this. Michael sword into the fish, off the backboard for a little extension, trying to full send it, and finds the anti-air.
Up on the low YRC, and what again, a very aggressive angle of attack. Slides up to be able to find the touch. It's a single round from being concluded here. Peluna is continuing to look ridiculous in the mid-range.
Michael sword again. Nitro just trying to navigate these big buttons, and now ice physics, the bane of every platformer player. Oh, Nitro gonna have a burst in a little bit. That burst might be their last chance, but can't get too greedy with it. Peluna, jump dust, finds a hit, but gets thrown.
Out, triples up at the low, finds the sweep, burst has to be spent. Last opportunity, the air throw goes wide. That might be the difference maker. I don't know if you get another chance here.
Oh, wait, a far slash with the burst from Peluna. If Nitro can find one more solid hit, then there is hope, but it's looking bleak.
And just like that, bleak is right. Peluna closes the distance, utilizing both instances of fish. That's optimal.
Like, quick rap story, one of my pride and joy things that I have is I have 50 evil points from back in the day for KOF 13, and I still have the voucher from that they sent me. Even if, you know, it didn't lead to much, it still means a lot.
Hell yeah. Straight into the mix here. GSL, unfortunately, gets swept out on the legs. I cannot believe a plethora of interactions I want to forget in a row on that one. Shoto ends up finding the knockdown, forces the burst out of Aboii.
Oh, but again, sliding right in, getting the big grip into the meaty Gigantor as well for the extension. And GSL is just going to say, night, night. Ooh.
Yep, able to slice through the guts there. That multi-hit on the anti-air command throw. Well worth it. Now at the round start, 2K2D. Ready to go.
Okay, guard break is good, and the side swap as well. He might be a wide boy, but Aboii gets crossed up like the rest of them, the best of them, and into a classic crumple. I like that.
Damn, and a perfect to answer back. If there was ever a way to get the return shot.
Alright, we're back to that. Yeah, I like that GSL is not afraid to wake up with it despite knowing the danger of Potemkin getting a punish. I'm glad that the chat's on ball with what I'm throwing out there. Y'all don't even know.
Oh, and just like you were talking about there, it's a wide boy, unfortunately. Puts you in a weird spot where normally a lot of characters would get crossed up from that spacing.
Uh-oh. This is not a scary spot with the back throw. GSO left to punish after the whiff grab, but instead finds a cross through again, Proxy.
And max distance gets the poke out. Game up now. GSL. It's strong as ever.
Oh, I mean, going up against a player like Aboii, knowing that Potemkin's a tank and a half, but showing no fear in the face of adversity here. But let's see if they can keep that energy up. Aboii gonna answer back if given the chance. And a dash up 5P with loses to the walkback from Aboii. Finds a Potemkin Busta. Into the corner we go.
Pops up, doubles up with 5Ks. Overhead. Absolutely able to just secure ourselves that positive bonus once again. 50 meter on the other side for Aboii though. It's just gonna get headbutted and chunked.
Oh, hammerfall though. With the meter makes it very scary in the side swap, but a great wire C into Potemkin's loving grip. Uh-oh.
Unfortunately, again, getting put straight back down into the earth. 5K tries to stick out the active normal, not going to work out here. GSL, nice whiff punish.
Alright, GSL trying to make that space. Thought he could get a whip punish, but it didn't quite work out. With the SIs and Sturm into the dash tap dust. She'll be able to break the wall here. No problem.
Oh no, the tackle ends up getting blocked. That was going to be massive damage. Not quite enough to kill, but still. GSL, tap dust, finds the mark. We whiff again!
Well, that's a terrible whiff too. You put yourself in the corner against Leo Whitefang. Mr. Wallbreak himself. I'm just calling him that now. Headbanger's ball. Dropping in the dome on him. GSL trying to go up 2-0 here.
Trade with 5P, was looking for the flick. Something that can be useful in the matchup there. Pushed away after the Garuda and used the parry to avoid the slide. Had good interactions between the two in the end. Aboii gets the better of it.
GSL finds another Eisensturm flashing out, making the space, and avoids with that good movement and back turn. Doesn't get command grab, finds a punish. And there's the burst out from Aboii.
Never stop, safe jab, 2H and into the HPB, up to heaven. And unfortunately for GSL, straight back down to hell. Aboii is going to equalize the games.
And yeah, GSL, one risk too many. Showing fear in the face of the devil. Or showing no fear in the face of the devil, but it comes back to bite them.
Yeah, there is like a healthy amount of fear to have versus the big bodies. And while it's like a single-digit percentage, you do have to at least like consider the idea that they will just like kill you in one interaction, right? Like it has to be on your mind at least.
Especially when the reward for reversing out is just like, cool, we're back to neutral.
Yeah.
Okay, burst out though from Aboii. Didn't armor the jump D, but that's fine. GSL is going to find a whole combo and doesn't get quite the wall break, but is in a good position here.
2D not gonna work out there from the spacing. Gets caught trying to backdash as well, it seems. And the chop also winning out. Couple amazing interactions in a row. GSL tries to backdash everything and keeps getting caught. Finally, something going our ways. The throw whiffs.
Deflect shield though, it's backdash. Aboii with some big brain defensive plays, but GSL only knows how to go forward, only to go in. Even when they're in back turn and they backdash, that's them going forward. So it's never an escape.
Setting up the axe kick there. OTG, the positive bonus. GSL. Opportunity to be able to take the lead here as we look to get aggressive with the headbutt. Uh-oh.
I like it, the idea Potemkin just stood up and took it with his chest, but unfortunately he could not withstand the storm, and look at GSL up 2-1. And then as soon as we get back into the room, we just see like little Eddie clap for the match. The audience is excited. Polar bears and black cats aplenty. Shout out to Minty and her wonderful house.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, Hammerfall gets the knockdown, but once more the Eisensturm. GSO to this point in the set is not afraid to keep letting it rip. Aboii is trying their damnedest to stay in and keep that pressure going. It doesn't work out, but we take a punish here. Gigantor, but we stop it off the YRC command grab. GSL. You can set up everything you could ever want. You can make the most messed up Oki. It doesn't matter in the sense of a little flash kick that could. Match point. Backdashes the White Wild Assault, even avoiding a situation that would force GSL to have to hold this pressure, but the 2D into the hammer fall off the Gigantor. This damage is insane. Now we're starting to put fist to butt. GSL getting crushed here, but not down, not out. BRC forward into heavy Eisensturm into a full combo. Oh my god. Every trick in the book coming out right now. Gigantor. Guard break is there. More pressure's here, and the 2K.
Yeah, from there, just trying to hold FD as best you can, trying to advocate for yourself as much as possible. Unfortunately, it's just a little bit of suffering. Now, potentially the final round. Flick is going to be a great start, but a flash kick in response.
A gold burst, even better from Aboii. The meter in the world with the positive bonus. Knockdowns here. Now it's time to guess. Oh, I love that. Up, back, and finding a small punish. GSL in great position, but another full combo off the 2K counter hit. We're going to the corner with that, but S. Eisensturm, the equalizer. Overhead, guard break.
Decent wait. Whoa, wait! Not enough. Still somehow alive. Pop. Oh no! Both of them having to retreat. We commit to the tackle. It doesn't work out. Oh! Victory for the community. All right, let's get it with Poncho and MacMens. On to the next. Okay. So off the start, obviously twirl, potentially going to be a big deal here depending on the types of interactions we're going to see. If you see a little bit too much 2S, if you get a little too predictable with some of your follow-ups here, twirl can definitely be a big deal, as well as just dominating the footsies potentially with those Fujin follow-ups.
See, the situation, MacMens losing to Pearlbot in the winner side of the bracket in pools, but has fought their way across so many players to get to this point. One more win here will set them up against Nitro to see if they can qualify for top 8. But right now, it's Poncho in the lead.
Time to tap the dust. Second hit of the frog into the sword keeps the pressure rolling. Unfortunately, the infinity block string is going to be able to finally find the hit there on MacMens, and that's just peak Zato.
Peak pink Zato, but MacMens forward heavy. And then the run up, moves to throw. Poncho gets a small punish here. Into the corner you go. Oh, brutal backdash mix up.
Damn, and the drop of the fish is able to save the day, equalize the rounds here. MacMens with a great battle back. And it's going to lead off the round with a twirl attempt. A 2K2D finds the mark for Poncho, though.
Patience paid off, but we punish the second twirl, and Poncho's in the right spot at the right time consistently here. Having MacMens in the corner, all this Eddy gauge as well can reset the pressure with a super if they want. Good counter hit 6P into the knockback. BRC to land, but from both players, 6P whiffs, overhead connect, MacMens in control, now with the lead as well.
Knocked it off, deflect shield, and finds the low. Oh my, yeah, this was a hell of a round. There's a lot to unpack here, but let's just say that MacMens is playing pretty good. 1-0. That third round was crazy.
Yeah, Poncho had that good start in that third round, but the Anji damage being a good equalizer. And you know that Zato's made of paper. Can't take those hits. And I feel bad for that deflect shield, but you know, it's very easy to negate that with so many moves that just move you forward and say, nah, I am in the perfect spot for this.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Right.
Doubled up on the 2Ps. Love the extension there. I thought for sure it was going to be a throw. Patience from both, and finally able to press out the right timing.
Yeah, great spot overall. Even avoiding all the eddies, so once that eddy gauge is depleted, yeah, it's a tough spot for Poncho. First, just to be able to get it back, but the whip throw finds the second, though, with the magnet hands.
Sweet falls with the frog. Unfortunately, frog beats fish, so battle of the potentially aquatic creatures not working out. Amorphous is going to take a bite and miss, actually.
Interesting. Lost all that bar. No wall breaker positive bonus, but we do find the hit. Oh, the 5D gets blocked. And a punish. Uh-oh. Poncho, please.
Okay, not enough to kill. He finds the low. Oh no, and just like that, the overhead follow-up will secure it with the wall break situation. MacMens halfway to victory for the second time.
That unfortunate drop meant so much for Poncho, but they're not letting it get to them. They're finding to grab into the frog, into the super. And they're going to break the wall and keep this lead going, but Poncho's got to find a way to close out.
YRC breaks us away, dashed up, was looking for the 6P, couldn't quite find it.
This should be no problem. Poncho with the round, evening it up. Close to putting things 1-1 here, but MacMens has burst and has that jump K. They're in the storm, invite hell, but spins right into Zato's loving arms. More pressure here as little Eddy comes back out. Right, Green coming through here. Finding some pressure in the air. MacMens eating a lot of damage, but those guts from Anji doing the job. One more full combo on Poncho's side might be able to seal the deal here, but MacMens back to neutral. There's the spin. And gets punished though, trying to beat the drill, but the back turn on the super, yo.
I can't believe that was active enough. That was so late. That had to have been the final frame.
Oh, you hate to see it. Poncho, I'm rooting for you. Do your best here. Little Eddie's dead.
Aboii and a quick throw to cure excuse me, to keep us in business now. It's 1-1 on the bounce back there. Poncho did a great job saving themselves.
Look, one round losing like with a lead like that is bad enough, but 2 rounds might be like that mental guard break that you might not recover from. But luckily though, we don't have to worry about that. 1-1 is Poncho. Staying frosty, staying solid here.
Okay. Off the rip at 99. Poncho probably needs that. Yeah, I was going to say do something a little bit more defensive. You can see MacMens using the fish to great effect. Gets pretty cleanly wins the 2v2. Fish and Anji. A little stronger than Sato and Lil Eddie, unfortunately.
Poncho can't catch a break. Every matchup he's running into another squad. Where's the advantage at? Okay. The grab advantage is something good though. Into the shark attack. Okay.
Arcene looks for the double up with the Pierce. Not going to work out. One hit of the drill into the frog. A couple 6 situations in a row. Definitely appreciate the way that Poncho's kind of approaching those moments.
Oh, good round start options here from Poncho. Where it all begins, right? Not just character select, but round start and the anti-air frog. It's just not being able to withstand the pressure. Getting launched through the wall here, back into a terrible position as Zato is full on energy, bursts out and gets a brief respite.
Perfect.
There's been so many perfects tonight.
It
Another one.
truly, in every matchup from multiple characters, has been some of the most perfect I've ever seen in a TNS. You're so right for that.
I had to do an icebreaker real quick, but it's just been absolutely insane. And that, again, the level of play is good, as we always know, but like, there's been just so many like stomps all throughout in these really close sets. All right, chat. All right, chat.
Yeah,
This is a loser's match. This is MacMens' final life here.
Can you buy it back is the question now. 6K, a normal you don't often get to see. There's the throw and the twirl as well.
Ooh, and the fadeaway too, I like that. Just avoiding a bad situation at all costs. Poncho making so many good defensive reads, but now is heavy under pressure.
Got the hit. Things gonna get messy here. Had to go for the push away. Throws on the whiffed Fujin though.
Please don't whiff. Okay, we're good.
I was scared from last time, but still we're alive somehow.
Okay. That was kind of cute. Using the super just to get close, but a whiff throw puts Poncho on match point.
Yeah, super doesn't get you close enough, but still utilizes it extremely well just to make sure we don't take the damage from the invite hell. Very smart ideas. As a kid, dude, the activity on the fish is crazy.
That is one funky fish, but is it gonna be enough? You need so many more of those to help bring this back. MacMens putting a lot of pressure here, but it's nothing crazy, nothing unseeable. Poncho's nice and patient.
One more time there, 6P, not quite going to find the mark as we're able to utilize that float pretty well.
Who needs a poncho when you got an umbrella? No, another wall break hit miss. This is the second time of the set. MacMens just needed a love tap. Instead is getting tapped by all of Eddie's normals. Text to throw, spins to win, but isn't winning right now. Proxy This is going south real fast for MacMens.
It definitely is. The BRC forward and finds the throw. Full Eddie gauge once again. MacMens has parry and is going to utilize it straight away, but it goes wide and now it's stuck in the pressure for the second time. It's falling apart.
Why does this keep happening? It's absolutely crazy. And that's not even the end of it, as we're jumping right into Kazam versus Nub. A top 24 losers match to get into top 8.
First instance, Kai Kiske trying to bring us to the table here is going to utilize the burst. Try and get into this here, but it's a great 6P. Quick little answer.
Right. Kazam, sorry. Feeling the force, saying, I can't go down without these points, my brother. But whoever's in their way, could be all of Canada, is going to feel the force.
Ooh, but unfortunately the round goes to the wayside here. Potential Man's not going to be able to live up to his potential on that one. It is another perfect wrap.
This is the energy Kazam is bringing. Send to losers after their top 24 qualifying match on winner's side, so gotta get it somehow. Nub though, walking it out pretty well. Text to throw here. Gotta use the exceptional range for Kai in a way that they can make it work for him, and a 6P is gonna be a big boon here, putting Johnny under pressure.
Hell of a block though, recognizing the fuzzy could have come out there.
Okay, far slash is good. The wall break off this as wall. Even the Sacred Edge to ensure we get a good knockdown. Positive bonuses there. Gotta watch out for the YRC or the BRC. Instead it's a PRC. What flavor you like, Proxy?
Yeah, the close slash into the chill, unfortunately. Going to bit off to the side. Overhead finds the mark once again. Positive bonus going to rack up here as Kazam is going to have to decline the situation just a bit. You have to back off.
Oh my god. Dealing a good card for himself there, stacking the deck. Finds the low into the extension just about, not quite.
Oh no, and just like that, stays in the chat. Unfortunately, it's going to be end of the road here for game one. It seems Kazam off the rip looking pretty strong, showing out the situations, just nullifying a lot of the projectile game when it goes to the full screen. And then in that mid-range, I mean, obviously, Johnny being a character who actually can kind of hang with Kai. I feel like most other people at that like 1 to 2 character length range just kind of get their head kicked off by 5S, but it seems like Kazam has a really good feel of when and where to press against these pretty decent mid-range normals.
Duel 1.
Hey, the luxury of playing Johnny, right? Having a character that can match that range and then some, but when you gotta scoot in and get a grab, perfect situation there. Forcing the burst out from Nub. This is the most I've ever heard this one particular song. It's definitely Kazam.
Not to mention it.
I dig it. It has a good, weird vibe to it. This is not quite Guilty Gear.
Okay, through the wall, positive bonus, 100 meter for Kazam. Finds that first hit, immediately reinitiates to find the second.
Oh, that stanky overhead. Great job from Kazam, tearing through Nub right now. Nub's got to find a good response. Really has to be more mindful of how they're playing this neutral so they don't get sniped by all these little things that Kazam is just kind of waiting to throw out.
Once again, Mistfinder low, no whip punish there on the 5S. Trying to 6K it. I cannot believe we're looking for that, but I respect it as the burst does come through.
Hey, forces Kazam to spent bar. That's a really big bonus. No wall break either, but the Mistfinder beating out a projectile. Great tool usage again from Kazam. Just bringing it to Nub with the 6P. He's going to force the block. The fade away, the punish. Nice extension too.
Back through. Sun state still applied. Opportunity on the flip kick here. Leaves it plus, but doesn't get much. It's a return to neutral. Nub is going to be able to block in time. Kazam, unfortunately, that is either not what they wanted or very ambitious. The reversal's not going to catch.
Sometimes you have to take a risk. Biscuit for the biscuit, but unfortunately, Kazam now stuck in this corner. Is going to get burst back soon at least, and finds a great jump with that jump K.
Ooh, okay, the heavy fireball into the DP. Extend that. Max, Kazam could not have more resources if he tried.
Spends a little bit of it. Probably gonna spend one more soon just to enforce it, but a classic from Kai into the burst block. Okay, Nub. What an answer. Not enough to finish the job, but in perfect position to tie things up on the one.
Do not let this get away from you here. It's gonna go up for the air throw and get punished on their attempt. All of a sudden, well, it's still advantage. Kai Kiske here. It's not looking good. PRT from both does get us locked down to the ground at least.
Gotta be careful. Kazam dancing in the sky, dash up throw, no good. And we are clipping the toenail with the jump slash. Nub finds the air-to-air and ties it up 1-1.
That was losable as hell, but we did manage to restabilize. Terrifying situation that ends up okay.
I mean, I think Kazam banking on probably what, like, Nub throwing another just a stun edge. Just to say, like, okay, Kazam's not gonna just air dash in. They gotta worry about all my anti-airs. But no, Kazam being brave, but not brave enough to take a 2-0 lead, 1-1 here in a big set to see who gets top 8 and gets some AWT points. Oh gosh.
Oh no, just like that, yeah, forces the burst after the weird whiff. They had a good idea, but overcooks it a hair. Looks for the throw, but the jump back is massive.
Oh, caught you reaching. I love that use of that Senga, and now more pressure from Kazam here. All the meter in the world. It just seems this guy can't keep his hands off the bar.
Double Senga, not enough to kill. Thought for sure we were going to BRC in response. Instead, maybe we'd already committed to something. Holds on to the meter for just an extra little bit of an extension, and off the trade, definitely enough to do it here.
Good picture for Kazam once more again. Making all the right answers. Happy to just play this full screen. It's the empty jump throw. In the corner you go, and now it's time to messy guess, but to burst out to avoid any big damage. Okay, close slash counter hit. Gonna hit that charge though, it's gonna force the wall break. I like this from Nub. Gonna get positive bonus, which will help match Kazam's meter here, but Kazam fights the far slash, gets the RC. I'm gonna say, I like that other area better. Let's go trick or trip. Yeah.
Oh, and with the help of the card, it makes the travel just a bit easier here. No help on the wall. We're gonna RC forward. It still has the meter to play with.
Okay, following his finder in the air. The DP though was good from Nub, but couldn't get a conversion despite their efforts.
Yeah, shock state not applied. It was a little bit too low to be able to convert without that. And now the double hit, misfinder, and then the OTG, just because Kazam is 1 away now from being able to secure that top 8 spot.
Yeah, Nub, you know, not to say Nub isn't putting their all in it, right? Has really gotten a good handle of this matchup, despite being down 2-1, is answering Kazam. It's just Kazam is picking like really good spots in some situations to find those little hits and making the most of it. So like anything they get is usually very worthwhile. So I want to see Nub up the ante here in game number 4.
Okay, guard crush was looking to close the distance. 5H and a dream. That's a hell of a press there to work out.
Ooh, Stud Dipper again. Kai Classic. Off we go to this side here, Wall Break City. As Nub is just building the meter, gets the challenge, not a combo. Now has to be a little scared here as Kazam has meter once more.
Boy, quick little step back, finds the close slash. Not quite going to be able to build the meter here, but the meaty fireball is able to do the job. It's all that we needed was an opportunity to be able to show the low.
Not a bad spot. Nub close to tying things up here 2-2. Just gotta be careful with those whiffs. Kazam getting caught backdashing though. And yeah, does not want to get a wall break. Does not want Nub to get any more positive bonus. These air to airs from Nub consistently have been super good.
Ooh, timing on the dash out there, didn't get a punish, but still the reposition is all that really mattered here. Oh, in the corner is Kazam trying to put us down to set point, and it's gonna be able to convert off the PRC.
Put the J's on him, and into chat real quick, say his name. Johnny Guilty here. It's Kazam now, looking to get that big round. Avoids the slidey, but it lets him get out of the corner.
Oh, casual jump out. Floats out of the corner now, but stuck back into the pressure just in time, builds the meter and recognizes it at the perfect time. Oh, and Kazam is a bit of trouble, but still has resources. Throws the card and finds the hit.
Oh, but the back throw! It's another incident, and it's a 2-2 incident as Nub fearless in taking a risk, taking a chance, despite the last time that Kazam did a dash up, it was dash up and Senga to go over a throw attempt, but Nub just quicker on the trigger.
It has been game 5 after game 5. It has been perfect after perfect, and these two both on the cusp. Points on the line here as we are playing for a top 8 qualifying spot in this silver event, and right off the rip on the trade, Kazam presses again and gets the burst.
Right. Kazam with a lot of things in their favor. Meter, burst, and positioning. Stacked the deck, played his card right, get the wall break, and this life include crispy.
Okay, front on back, 50 meters still in tow, with the jump over and just jumps back into the corner there, and off the spacing, the 2K2D works out.
The fuzzy setup works that time with the rising jump slash, but Kazam, ooh, gets blocked on the pressure. Nub almost with a chance to bring this back, and now guessing for the game, the double low, here we go, Kazam match point.
A dash up and that little delay, 2K2D, we find the punish in the end, as well as the float over, actually pressing this time as we get the cross up.
Oh, the overhead misfinder that time hits Nub bursting out, but gets a jump and punishes the crouching slash. He don't miss. These misfinders are on point, but the block comes out. The card is dealt. Is this the end?
Looking like it might be. No, just a pixel. Anything will do it from here as Kai have to look for more aggressive angle, but that angle will never show up. Unfortunately, the air-to-air finds the mark.
Versus Leo again.
And as I said before, watching earlier Peluna play against Dizzy, I was for sure that this was a matchup that just on paper seemed like it was going to be very, very difficult for Dizzy. But Peluna in their playstyle, as well as just showing off the strengths of Dizzy, has made this, I'm kind of convinced, this is looking like really doable for the most part here. As again, even in the mid-range, doing a great job of just bullying and dominating.
Yeah, I mean, confidence is key, end of the day, right? Especially for your character that excels on keeping out, has a lot of good options, and makes the game weird. The ice floor is such a factor, especially against a character like Leo, but GSL find their mark, got the burst out, has to do it again.
Oh no, and on the back turn there was sliding forward, knew that the momentum was going to be unstoppable, gets caught out on the counter hit, and does manage to brute force the interaction after, but Peluna escapes with 100 meters still in pocket.
But at the end of the day, GSL is going to find those reversals. Peluna defending the best as she could, but unfortunately with the throws, going to eat the Supa. Round 1 GSL.
saving things out and showing off that if we do get there, if we manage to close the distance, things can be pretty difficult to deal with there. Sees the opportunity off the standing freeze and has to go for the burst to not get sent full screen. Unfortunately, gets sent back full screen again.
Then tried to go a dash throw, but missed the mark. Not even the ice floor was there. We're comboing into the grab with the wings of victory. Perfect there. Adding another perfect to the counter. I'm glad there's no Maturino here, because if I was like $5 for every perfect, I would be losing so much money.
Set up the lockdown there. Oh, hell of a use of the back turn. Is able to completely advance the full screen, but a great match from Peluna saves the day.
Oh, we're just ice spiking. You see? K6 Legend holding onto that down charge, sliding in with the Eisensturm, saying, I dare you to move forward.
Hell of a tech, which does actually cancel out the Wings of Light there. Dance floor back again, catching fish, roasting chestnuts, everything in between, slowly trying to close this gap, but it's just not working.
Okay, the fish army's through. The ice floor is back, and you just see Lions on ice, finds the 2D, got close enough to drop kick, but you know what? Back you go. First game to Peluna.
And that was such patient play, such a patient approach. Finally finds the burst option in the 2D, and progress is reset. There is nothing more heartbreaking than like, oh, dude, you had to lock in so hard to actually get across the screen there. What suffering.
This is what I feel like if you put an actual lion on ice. This is how they would react, of just like casually skidding around, unsure of how to advance forward. But a good backdash into back turn, but an even better goal burst to beat the overhead. Peluna finding a throw. I have seen so many Guilty Gear games across the board, XX, Xrd, and Dizzy is just like the best grappler.
Oh, enough connection once again. Wings of Light starting to charge, finds the touch and utilizes the RC to extend the combo just a bit further now. The life is going to begin to drain here in just a moment, and now at actually 1 HP, GSL is going to have a chance.
Oh, do you ever wonder, Proxy, what would it be like if your character was Nagoriyuki? Dizzy will let you know real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Gets pushed away with the deflect shield. Love the idea. Flame bubble as we land and use the Michael Sword a couple times in a row.
Just like Mom. Ooh, back throwing, the wings are there. They should proc here. Especially because Peluna's just waiting. Instead, a drop kick actually saves the day.
Double dashed up, grasp with the low just a bit. Overhead finds the mark. We're able to pick it straight back up. The pillar doesn't kill though, and we have 100 meter winnable for Peluna as we use the super just to make space.
Right though, Michael Sword there to make that room again. You're running out of meter and not going to be able to slice through the projectile. GSL tying up the rounds once again.
Full screen with you. Oh, doubles up with the sword as well. Pops the burst just to not get combo and have the situation continue to extend.
Oh man, gets tagged. But the run up, you can do 2D. I can as well. Peluna finds a counter hit. Gets the ice down. Tries to jump away, but a nice anti-air from GSL is going to force Peluna to burst.
Oh no, I thought for sure we were going to have more time on that one. Was sliding forward, it was continuing the pressure, but the double OTG sets us up again at a massive life deficit.
Oh, the wings are there, and the push out Proxy. Immediate one frame of not blocking into Michael Sword, saying you're going to put those far slashes away some point.
Just watching Leo do HS, and just gets pushed away as his health drains is actually, maybe in the history of Guilty Gear, the first time I've ever felt bad for Leo. Watching that happen to him was a little heartbreaking, I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's just reaching with both hands like, no, stop going away, I want to fight. but her sword is bigger, and Peluna's lead is bigger. 2-0. One more round from a winner's finals chance here at TNS.
Okay, Winds of Light activated here as we close the distance. Cross up, and now back in the mid screen, it's plenty of room to roam. Activation, here it comes. And I think off of this hit, because of the drain, you just die for the trouble. Peluna somehow is finding a way to activate the wings more often than I've ever seen from anyone, Raph.
She's feeling it. This kind of matchup, Leo struggling to move forward on ice, finding these opportunities even just in neutral. And GSL is just lost in the sauce. Oh no, the wings are gonna activate? Okay, safe.
Doubles up the Michael sword, sets up the dance floor, uses the fish to stop the momentum, but there's the flash kick.
Ooh. Oh, that's a big counter hit too. GSL's gonna make the most of this. Another overhead.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say GSL being relentless in the moment, kind of how you have to be, trying to dash forward, trying to muster some kind of momentum. Oh, but this guy's just not built for it.
And then there's the wings again. Last chance here for GSL. The guard break, the wings, and the two-piece into death. Peluna with a 3-0 into winners finals to make it into top 8. And then, you know, some strong players to get through here. So a good spot. And then Joe Brownie we saw a couple of times already. But yep, Jacko versus Leo. Here we go.
Start forces the burst. Try to use that as aggressively as can. And there it is. The flash kick that you know and love from MFCR into the 2D. But unfortunately, it was a little bit late on the next hit. It goes for an OTG instead of a juggle, which, you know, still does some damage and some pressure, but that's not what we're looking for.
Right, storming our way through. MFCR watching out for the homies, being extra careful here. But to counter it, Ronaldinho Soccer right into a BCM driver.
Setting up once again. 2 minions in a dream here. Flash kick, though, handles everything. Getting the Andre the Giant said, my fighting style is just built to fight multiple people. What do you want?
Right now, though, MFCR channeling that energy. Getting pushed back a little bit, but still right in Joe Brownie's face. Can't take another throw or another chunk. So has to be careful.
Aboii in the command of the minion back down to earth is able to completely stop the attempted aggression there. First round was a long one, but Joe Brownie.
With Jacko, I don't think there's any other way. Especially against a character like Leo. Doesn't have the luxury of the power of her daughter to sprout wings and just melt your health.
It doesn't have the insta-equip. On this one, though, we find the hit. We spend the super, a positive bonus, a hard knockdown, and Joe Brownie can make a very tough choice. All their resources intact, though.
Ooh, girl burst on the back turn. Another good answer, though. Power bonuses there. Both players with a lot of meter. Now we're going to power up the minions, armor up.
Now, I don't like the term checkmate, but the double power-up, looking a little bit messy here. 3 minions on the day, manages to survive and finds the jump in.
We don't got boxed. We don't have triangle dashes here. We're gonna make a triangle dash. MFCR looking like Leo Magneto. Make it through, tie up the round.
Okay, back dash attempted. Headbutt comes through, ends up getting the trade, but a trade that's always in the favor of the Lion. Unfortunately there, a back throw on a weird situation is now going to put us in a terrible spot, is what I would say. We weren't charging a flash kick.
Oh, misses the punish on the back jump against the grab. Not a bad spot for Joe Brownie, and an S flash isn't going to do much. And the homie's out, and the bust out from MFCR. Burst. Joe Brownie, one more good hit away. Oh, but does not block. The reversal has to burst back. Anyone's game here.
The attack actually uses the command to be able to confirm the second hit, doubles up, full buffs for everyone, but the flash kick saves us. Unfortunately, those minions are not dead yet. Whew, but there. Whew, kill the source. It's all good. You get rid of Mother Brain and the minions will go away. 1-0.
Oh, I love it. Just ran away from the minions. Like, we're not playing 2x KO. We're not playing BB tag. I don't want anything in this sandwich. And that's how you do. Get out of a bad situation and make it work out for you. As Joe Brownie put everything into that final, right? Spending all of the bar just to power up the minions to the nth degree. But MFCR just too sneaky with it.
I found the poke first. There's some room. Oh no, and again 2D. Tried to go underground there with the 2K in response. Eats up the space there and is able to find the headbutt.
MFCR full control. So much of the life gone on Jacko's side here. Joe Brownie is in his corner, but the bust out. Spin to win. Break dancing, electric boogaloo winner. Now MFCR on the back foot. Joe Brownie with the life lead.
Okay. Jump over, managed to avoid that last little fireball. Minion on the cross-up. Unfortunate situation, but with a 100-meter, any situation can be unfortunate if you close too much distance. As MFCR says, I'm tired of blocking, bro. Get off me.
You're approaching me? 100% tense and Leo Whitefang? No. And there we got the air-to-air into the headbutt. And we're killing the minions effectively. And then even when you think you get a chance, if you block, denied as MFCR again, just always with the right answers.
Triple goes to landing 6P to try and stop the minion on the fall down. Flash kick ends up being our answer.
And Joe Brownie's waiting like a little half second for the reversal, but then MFCR's like, cool, I can wait to reversal. And then it just works. What a gnarly sequence from MFCR, who's up 2-0 right now against Joe Brownie.
And these have definitely been down to the wire time and time again in so many situations here. Truly, MFCR is finding some crazy ways to be able to survive situations. It's very rare that you see a Jacko with 2 minions on board getting the double buff and not just securing the victory almost instantly, especially when their opponent's at sub 50% health. Like, MFCR is playing crazy in a lot of these spots.
Hey, coming back to stride with a fresh mind and a fresh reversal. Gonna get baited finally as Joe Brown takes the burst out in the corner here, trying to get the homies, and the shield minion actually saving the day. Side swap, no pickup. MFCR waiting, headbutt, counter hit, party time with the back turn. Joe Brownie with no escape.
Aboii crossed it up one more time. MFCR looking down set point now. Is MFCR going to be the 3rd attempt of a Leo player to face the likes of Peluna? The only question now. Go with a great start though. 3 minions all applied. Has to back up to reposition to actually get them all involved. But that's going to break the wall.
Yeah, maybe not ideal. Had the Elysium driver ready and ready to go, but the counter hit into a small extension. The lead for Joe Brownie is here. MFCR has managed to find a way in these situations, but not this time. Full steam ahead, a perfect for Joe Brownie.
The most perfects I've probably ever seen in a TNS tonight. Actually unbelievable.
It's absolutely crazy. The counter just keeps on skyrocketing. And MFCR answering back. Perfect me, I'm gonna go in. Not a perfect of their own. And now they're in the blender.
Yeah, slid back to the same side there on the very late cross to pull out the minion, continue to apply, gets the hit. Now MFCR maybe in and over his head. It's going to be the Elysium driver to put us in a terrible position.
Too far for the wall break though, which actually works out for Brownie until the 2D hits. And the challenge though, 5K. The homie's not in the right spot you want it to be, but this reversal is gonna get blocked. 3rd time this game as Joe Brownie is finally dialing in on how to defend against MFCR's defense.
Yeah, switched up the like the cycle of mix-ups that we're using, and really just doing a better job. I know this is like kind of troll, but just doing a better job of not getting flash kicked, right? Like that was a big difference maker in the earlier games.
And I mean, that's what it is. You know, if someone's gonna bust out, and that gives them a chance to play the game again, right? But the bust out blocked means so bad for them if it happens. So Joe Brownie just has to be a little more patient. And now MFCR can switch things up a little bit with their timings. If you're gonna wait and block, then I can just start going in on my wake up.
Geko wants to jump away. Defend the defensive command there ended up working out pretty well.
Okay, takes the shot and takes the burst. Brownie is gonna probably burst here to keep the corner. No, instead MFCR dashes in for a grab.
The minion crosses back up and gets out of the corner here in the mid screen. Can't get much as that missile drop kick always effective.
Right, gotta respect though. There's a meter here on the side of Mr. MFCR. Gets a 2D, but a nice check. Gets the setup, but an even better backdash.
Set point for the second time, but Joe Brownie's fight has fought out of this spot once before.
Oh, catches the backdash again. Joe Brownie cannot escape this ape. It's tough with the look here. One knockdown could end it. The super, it's gonna do so much damage, Proxy.
Still alive though, not a lot of resource to play with now. Dashed up, I thought for sure it was gonna be the throw. Instead, the FD. Oh, and after the fireball is able to tap the dust and make it work.
Has that right answer and can just bully their way through. But Kazam, who's not really a player you see too often in TNS. It's gonna be a hard fought battle here as we go into it. Losers, top 8 starting now.
And obviously it's birthday train because Red's on player one side. But I do want to remind everyone, because there were some people talking about it, this is an AWT silver event and it is locked to East Coast only. And in the time it's taken me to explain, we're down to a pixel of life left because Am is not looking good right now.
We know it. Red bringing out the Goldlewis things. You thought this will be a Goldlewis free stream despite, you know, half of the United States, or you know what, 2/3 of the United States being denied access to TNS. Red finds a way. I love the distortion on birthday train whenever a counter hit happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Plenty of time on the jump in there to be able to get the block. It is a quick game one, as you know, that's just how it goes sometimes for the big man. This character just finds a situation or two or like 1.5 and your life bar just kind of crumbles.
Yeah, you think you're healthy, you think you got a lot of life, but yeah, one bonk from Behemoth Typhoon, you get swept up in it. So Kazam's gonna have to reevaluate how they're letting Red kind of navigate at their pleasure, and it really has not been anything to stop them from just finding their way in.
2B and is able to swing the Behemoth afterwards. Just a coverall, handles everything. That was the rest of your life bar, by the way. Good burst.
Oh, gets a jump kick though, but doesn't get anything from it. At least gets a grab afterwards, having some pressure. But a gold burst from Red, immediately gonna go into positive bonus. And this is where Goldlewis shines, gonna just crush your life with these guard crushes.
Oh no, and once again, a quick little swing through with the Behemoth. Life total just gone. Halfway to victory now is Red.
And Kazam's only found just little bit hits, some momentum, but Red's always found a way to navigate through it. Jumps right over, just to get back to mid-screen. Happy to block stuff out, no problem.
Knockdown, wait for the jump in. Big Millia stuff as we secure the cross up. Behemoth's on every side in the mid-screen.
Oh, this is pretty much death for Kazam. Has a burst in just a little bit, but in every sequence here from Red has just been almost insurmountable, but Kazam with the super and a wall break and a chance to take a small breath. All right, chance over.
Oh, time to block still too. I loved the idea with trying to chuck the card to actually get past the drone.
No! RC forward against the Behemoth Typhoon. Kazam gets shot for their troubles. Skyfish says no dice, full screen, no problem.
And that is just another one of the cool things about Goldlewis is that when he has security, he pulls the gun and just drains all of it. Either you just die to chip or you have to sacrifice like a fourth of your bar. It is a very tough spot to be in if you're Kazam. But so far, once again, off the back of some strong plays, it's smooth sailing for RedIAmNot.
Just the fact that this dude swinging around a coffin that's like almost the size that he is can find a way to pull out a Gatling gun just really out of nowhere, doing his Vulcan Raven impression from Metal Gear Solid and saying, nice try, buddy.
Big pants, big pockets. Got plenty of room to be able to hold everything. Drone comes through as well as we find the air-to-air. Strong start.
Okay, nice snipe. And gets a full combo off that. Jump it back against Behemoth Typhoon, but the reversal super gonna come out from Red. It's gonna be blocked. No, no punish.
Situation comes up just about cooked. After the backdash, though, we're able to get the cross up into the mid screen. We have an opportunity for pressure as we do find the hit. Still doesn't break the wall. It's okay. Extra extensions.
All right. And this is not the last time you're gonna see the J, as Kazam will in a round win into existence here, but it's a long road. What a clash on the 2P. Goldlewis crimes continue to rage forward.
Oh no. Put the cross up there. Isn't quite able to find it. Still gets the fuzzy stuff. Of course he has it.
And a burst here from Kazam. Gonna have to block the gun. Has to be in an interesting spot because sure they got a round to give, but oh, what an anti on the other side. Oh my god, Red is so good.
Chat, if you don't vote yes in this poll, you're so fake, by the way. Don't lie.
Oh my god.
Peep
What
the
am I
top of the
missing?
chat. Back
I'm
through.
looking at the Go ahead, sorry.
Trying to swing the Behemoth, couldn't quite work out.
Okay, I had to get back to the actual TNS channel to see what's going on here. And I'm gonna say yes. Launch him, put the J on him. That's a big shot here. Capital letter 2, ain't no little J. We ain't thought that. Still though, RedIAmNot's come back from worse because Zam's got to play this perfect.
So far has managed to, and there it is, just like that, to be able to secure it. It's like a not too much extra to have to write home about here as Kazam is able to restabilize. And again, two things we've seen a ton of today is game 5s and perfects, so high opportunity for Kazam to bounce back.
That was nice from Kazam. Again, they are in a good spot with AWT points, but this is a perfect entryway into like that perfect position with play at Frosty's next year to really seal the deal. RedIAmNot looking to play spoiler here and take those points for themselves. Excuse me. Alright, early hit from Kazam. 6P though, nice from Red. Being proactive and stopping the jump.
Good pass. 2K for the extra bit of pressure. Love the 5K timing though. Actually ends up getting the burst.
Alright, cards are coming out here. And gets it confirmed too. Launch it, seal it, deal it. Wonderful stuff here from Kazam. A lot of meter too, which will be very important in this little neutral. Find its neck a hit.
Look at how much, can we just, I know that this round is still in Kazam's favor. We talk about how much damage you took from that. Man.
Hey, got all that bar though. Thanks to the positive bonus and the blocks. Nice hit though. Kazam. 3 rounds straight. Looking to make this a 2-2 tie-up.
Again, pressure up, stance on stance, had the 6K.
It is football season. I call that the punt. Whenever it hits, you get those 3 points. But Kazam wants more than 3 points. He wants to collect them all. And the RedIAmNot finally gets a grab.
Okay. Mid-range neutral gets the jump over just in time to avoid the projectile, the storm of bullets.
Right, Jay's out for Kazam, caught him Jazam. One more solid hit after this knockdown. Has to watch out for the YRC or the reversal super, but it's FDs instead.
Just like that, as we've said, it's been a lot of game 5s, and of course we have to deliver one more time. Kazam able to battle back 2 games straight. The reverse 3-0 is on the horizon here.
And yeah, just the adjustments right back at you. Kazam showing why they're that good like cut from the top cloth of players, right? Always solid, always able to make it work for them. But RedIAmNot isn't the same caliber, and now it's their turn to make that big adjustment and avoid getting reverse 3-0'd here. Game number 5.
Hell of a 5P to get us rolling too. Burst comes out, just try and make some space out of the corner.
Again, the extra points are good. Those 6Ks making their mark, and we get a 2D counter hit.
Chat one more time. Not looking good here for Red. Max security though, so if we do make some room, you know that drone is coming out. But unfortunately, that's a big if.
Oh, a beautiful grab as well. Able to kill Proxy, and now it's perfect again with match point for Kazam. What a challenge. And Senga in a great backdash, but gets caught with the far slash. There's the burst.
Oh, the throw of the card ends up finding the mark here. This is really bad news for Red. Burst is not even close. There's going to be no chance here. You just have to believe in the defense, which is never the right. It's never a good feeling in Guilty Gear.
The offense is even better than that. Got the jump K hit, but whiffs against the Behemoth Typhoon. Gonna eat a lot of damage, getting a lot of burst back, but has to play this perfect or else it's gonna be curtains for Red.
While the salt doesn't save us, double Behemoth might be what we need to save us here. Tries to bait the burst, Kazam holds on to it. It looks like they may hold on to it for the round.
The card, hold on. The backdash from Red is even better. And we're going to a final round, final game.
Works out perfect. White Wild Assault saves the day for us here.
When the Mistfinder hitting Goldlewis gets the drone out of the way. Again, low burst here on the side of Red. Try to escape the corner, but the punt, the kick, and the J coming through here. Red has no free way out.
Okay, here we go. The dash up, opportunity, low and slow, but gets punished with a throw. Not what you want to see after the card there, and the YRC is forced.
Oh, escaping this. The crossover, no combo though. Okay, this fighter's there. Dust, try to go for a White Wild Assault and whiffed. Oh
yeah.
No, Kazam steals it away. At the end of this Goldlewis champion, as Poncho is up against the towering Behemoth with Cheryo piloting it this time. The two made their way in the loser side, but Poncho being a crowd favorite here, representing the rarely seen on TNS top 8 auto.
Push back out now, is gonna go for the oppose. Quick little stomp saves the day for us here. Cheryo tries to close the distance. Was getting kind of harassed by the 5Ps right now.
Nickels and dimes make dollars, not pennies though, because those don't exist anymore.
Okay, followed up well there. Oh, and of course, oppose once again. Harassing you with the perfect range. Smashes up with 5P and does find the knockdown, so this is actually really big.
Fire Season's available though, we're gonna spend it there. Enough time to get a little Eddie out once more and push Cheryo to the corner. We're gonna burst. Not quite. We're still gonna save it as well. That was a fuzzy, huh? That was mean. I don't think I've seen that one, honestly, but I guess Goldlewis is just that tall. Bait the burst out, getting the punish here. Cheryo under heavy pressure, gonna drop the sword. Refresh our Eddie. The homie is back, and we're getting Shark Week again out here in November.
Little bite, and second hit, Pierce ends up saving it as well. Poncho, anything will do it at this point. Rising Behemoth just because guarantees that the drone's gonna make the distance close. And unfortunately though, is gonna run straight into the invite. Hell is completely walled out of the situation as Poncho takes game 1.
And you saw the drone too. Yeah, it was getting their way in, but the oppose just stopping it entirely. Taking the hit for Zato and leaving Poncho in a perfect spot to answer Cheryo's approach behind.
Something
Really
magical
that...
about...
Go ahead.
So I was just saying, something magical about watching all the people panicking in chat with the 2s next to their name that bet on Cheryo. Just an observation.
If you got a 1 next to your number, you're feeling well. We already saw the 4x payout. Can we surpass that?
Okay. Opportunity for the bounce back now. 1-0 for Poncho. Not something you have to worry about too much here. One on the pier, straight in with the drills. Tries to backdash, can't quite escape.
Have a lot of this, but finds the far slash. There's to be a burst out from Poncho. He's gonna have the Eddie Gate back here. Get to someone with the Pierce. I like it.
Full applied, as it should be. One hit to Pierce into the invite hell. Absolutely tries to go for the throw, which is a great idea. And off the PRC, just has to apply pressure.
And interesting because like Poncho's game plan, right? Get Goldlewis at the corner quickly. Here's the combo to finish the job. And another round for Poncho, but like get the early hit, put Goldlewis in the corner, and then just wait. Put Goldlewis in a box and recognize that the range and like the hit boxes of Zato's normals have been hell for Cheryo to navigate around.
Just not being able to find opportunities to take shots. Maybe just not wanting to, maybe being too risk adverse, because instead, you're not gonna hit, you gotta swing at the ball at some point.
Oh, we got a throw
Stop
setup.
the strike zone.
It's a tough spot for Cheryo. A lot of security engagements, not even able to spend it. The oppose stops Goldlewis pressing, and 2-0 for Poncho with another perfect on the board. This is insane.
Yeah, at like the mid-range and the mid-screen, it feels like Cheryo has like maybe just not taking enough risks, but once it gets to the corner, genuinely, I actually don't know what the answer is. The mauling is crazy. Never had an opportunity. Hasn't been able to utilize any of the system mechanics to be able to make room for themselves. Has just kind of been handed their own head on a platter once that corner is established.
Yeah, 100%. Staying outside of like far slash range, Behemoth Typhoon just isn't quite fast enough to bust through, and Poncho just able to fly as well, which gets around a lot of like this spot that Cheryo is maybe trying to attack him.
Here is gonna have to do something soon. White Wild Assault does find us a knockdown there after the 2K.
Okay, finally gets the Behemoth. It's time to party for Cheryo, and wouldn't be the first reverse 3-0 we've seen tonight, but it's gonna be a tough one.
Oh no, pop the top twice in a row, manages to bring the round back together there, and it all just was about, it was about mileage. We found that hit and finally was able to apply some pressure, was able to escape. Poncho's been doing a good job, whether it's IBFD or backdashes, to reestablish himself in the neutral. Cheryo finally not letting it slide.
But now though, stuck in the zone. The Zato zone. Wall break is there, the super is good, and now it's time for Poncho to play his game.
Yeah, not getting too much better here. Sword applied once again. YRC, okay.
Morphus says, stand back, buddy. And got hit by it too at the end.
Yeah, has something to do with the later stage. Use the just block and trying to FD for their life, but just can't quite escape around a piece now, but it's set point on the side of Zato.
Okay, headbutts are good. This is what Cheryo needs. When they're on offense, they're the titan of power here, and the backdash getting aced out. Sayonara to your life, bro.
Not by just a hair, but we do have that security gauge. Potentially get aggressive. Instead, we're going to utilize it for the drone and lose it to the 5P.
Ooh, 2P anti-air. The burst is good, though. Poncho with a small chance, but I think this is Cheryo's round here. Yeah, you ain't 5P in a gun, bro.
Which, okay, this is again and again. Don't make me say it again. Game 5 on the horizon. I'm just calling it. This is a game 5 for sure. Cheryo wins game 4. I don't know what happens in 5 though. It just has to be. It's what must be done.
There's too much on the line for here to go to a paltry 3 or 4 games, Proxy. And the bears, the dogs, wolves, sheep, cats, other bears.
This cat thing is terrifying, by the way. That cat table thing is terrifying.
Oh my gosh. You're not about those black cats?
Its eyes are so open, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, it's looking at the screen. Just like Cheryo right now, trying to bring this back. Already in the corner here. Poncho's win condition is that spacing we've seen before.
And situation just not getting better in the slightest here. A little unsummon just to make sure we have that Eddie for the later stages. Gets the breakthrough, but unfortunately now he's gonna have to play solo at least at the start.
Take a burst. Enough to get Eddie back. Sure, they got hit. Oh, and nice. I like that. Invite Hell RC with the block so that Goldlewis landed and it got hit, and then the Amorphous to punish the drone. This is a no-fly zone.
It perfectly stops the drone, as well as we already saw before on the earlier stage. Was able to go for an invite hell afterwards. That was so sick.
Oh no, Cheryo, no last legs here. Game 5 might not be on the horizon. We might be seeing the dawn of a new day. There's the overhead at the last second, and the little wall break again.
Summons, abuses the Pierce again and again. Dashes up for the throw and takes the finish. Another perfect, but does manage to prevent the game 5.
And for this great match, it's Leo versus Johnny.
Hey, listen, GSL on the board, baby. I'm so excited to see. All right, let's go. K-Sex Legend back at it again, facing off against Kazam. And off the rip, you can see Kazam has played it so patient today. And I think a lot of the times, normally, my opinion on people who play it so patient is that, like, oh, you're giving your opponent too many opportunities, this and that. But, like, I feel like Kazam plays, like, the perfect amount of just chilling and doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want you, because if you don't do nothing, if you throw yourself into the wolves or the lions, you end up in this situation where Leo Whitefang is just putting you under heavy headbutt pressure, and you already lost so much life here.
Appreciate the timing on the jump there. Is able to utilize the air dash to be able to escape. Unfortunately, escape is only a temporary state, as things are constantly changing, and GSL finds the hit again.
Stuff there. First round's good on their part. It's Kazam. Found that space early, but GSL is just stuck to them like glue the entire way through. The delayed block just to wait for a reversal here, as GSL's not been in the farm yet.
Oh my god, we're just taking the farm. I don't care if it's betting. Put it in the bet. Give me the title. I'm taking the farm.
Robbing a pirate, like, does Leo have no morals here? But it's alright, gonna burst through with the super. Kazam's still alive, has some meter here for a YRC or a BRC. There's a YRC.
The backdash there, but couldn't quite escape fully. Card is out, but not something we're too worried about. Finds the 5P, and for sure, I feel like 50% of viewers are taking a throw there, unfortunately, and that is a great bait and punish there from GSL.
Yeah, I love that too. Perfect little combo. 2K finds that extension. As GSL is playing so great against like Kazam's timings. Kazam has a very like specific, is looking for very specific reactions and also just moves to come out from GSL at certain points. And the more Gaysex Legend like finds those spots where Kazam's like, okay, I'm gonna commit, and then gets hit by reversals, then it all just adds into like GSL's advantage.
Thing on the break. A little over half-life still remaining. Full sends the 2D. Does get the tech though.
Look, chat, I see y'all talking. Don't be like me in your first year of university and fail classes because of fighting games. All right.
Saying there's stay in school and do good. Listen, I'm talking to a 2x college dropout. Don't do it. Focus up. It's worth it, I promise. 2K finds the sweep. Still has the card at the feet, but the flash kick finds the mark.
Right, it's coming through. And meter for the super. We're gonna even things out as best as we can. The hard knockdown. Kazam, don't be YRCing like last time. You see GSL waiting and baiting, but up back's gonna get out of dodge.
Okay. After Joker's trick is still able to get through, find the low, work things out. Kazam, opportunity to be able to even up the games now.
All right, stanced up, but a great backdash from Kazam, and then threw the card out and said, "Don't call me, I'll call you."
Fighting ghosts full screen between the two, and still finding the hit though. Oh, but easy way to slice the fireball.
All right, cross ups there, and the burst is out from GSL. It smells blood in the water. 6 heavy is just going to be more pressure here as Kazam inches forward and punishes the back turn dash. Ooh!
Damn.
No YRC for you, and a nice round as Kazam brings it up 1-1 with just, solid timings right back, adjusting to GSL's playstyle.
Yeah, the bounce back is definitely nice. I'm glad to see things go a bit even here. It's been a little overwhelming the amount of 2-0 starts into like nail biters the rest of the set. I'm not doing well.
No, this is not good for your heart. That's why Strive is only 1 day a week, because I don't think you could take a proxy. Okay, empty jump back throw, putting Leo into the jail, get him in his cage, and a great backdash. Johnny been backdashing like this since Exert, getting out of dodge, no problem. Ooh, never mind, there was a problem.
I love that though. Sliced forward, went for the DP. Same situation again. Kazam said not twice in a row.
Was it fool me once, shame on you?
Hey, can't get fooled again. Unfortunately, there after the cross up finds the overhead. Kazam kind of on skates in the ending situation, but that's just the Leo effect.
I love that. I love that back turn buff of him just scooting. Ooh. We jump it though, and the counter hit jump heavy. It's gonna go coast to coast on this one with a meaty after the air dash. And then the 6K, the kick is good, and the wall break even better. Oh, the 2-piece, jump in? Okay.
It makes me a little nervous with the timing on that one as we stay at the stance, but it's all good to go. stays up one more time, lives with a pixel, but I just don't think there's a chance.
Wake up, run through the mindset of GSL. Yeah, you think I'm gonna reversal? You think I'm gonna DP? No, sir.
Respect. Honestly, that's another one of those ones you gotta swing for the fences. In a moment like that, unpredictability is key.
All right, dash up throw. Here we go. GSL with the back turn. Too far away for a combo after that with the 5K on the back turn, but has Kazam in the corner. Ugh.
That's into the follow-up. Knew the axe kick was coming. Didn't want to have to deal with the pressure there. Quick little juggle. Gets us into the back turn and continues to find the mark, but still not enough to kill.
This time it's Kazam with the magic pixel. Gonna try to jump in. Has meter for 1 YRC, but GSL has all the resources in the world unless you get tagged and bagged. Not the spot you want to be in. Oh! Put your hands away, bro.
2D was a great choice, but the reversal is even better. A little too far to break the wall, I do believe. So using the RC to make sure we get there. It's still not enough to kill us. We're actually going to let them unstick.
The backdash gets caught. There's a burst there. It's all even here. Anyone's game in. That's going to be the backdash / proxy. Kazam with no life and stellar defense said, hey, GSL, I'm going to show you what this no life comeback looks like.
About as scary as it gets between them, but in the end, Johnny making good on this one. There is a world where we have both these Leos continue to survive here. Kazam is trying hard to make sure that is not the case.
Chat, there's no Maturino. How did y'all have 75 cents here? What are y'all doing?
Truly a magical performance from the gamers in chat.
Putting their quarters up. Game number 4 here is Kazam now with the lead, looking to get to loser semis.
Love the choice here to utilize the super, lock things down once again, prevents the jump, but unfortunately afterwards flails a bit. But in the end, I mean, the flailing takes us back to the corner.
He's scooting. Back turn catch up with the counter and overhead. Oh, why are you backdashing, bro? Punishes there, GSL playing their heart out. Counter hit as well as Kazam stuck in this corner, eating so much damage. Super for the wall break. Beautiful. Alright, you gonna call it here, Proxy? You're going to game 5.
You know, I am a little nervous about my call because last time it was super wrong. For now, finding the low, stance, unstance, and now the call. Looking a little bit better here. It is going to be another perfect, another game 5. Add him to the list.
Like, I need the thumbnail to just be a giant perfect for this week's TNS.
It is either going to be, there are like 3 thumbnails this could be. One of them is like, one of them is going to be like Dizzy putting Leos into a wood chipper. There's a lot of directions this thumbnail might go. It's just...
This is still like an AWT. This is an AWT points event.
Yes!
So it's like, it'd be the other thing you'd think would be there. But it's just like, can we get all 3? Courtney intro with the subscription. Thank you so much. We hope you're enjoying the show. It's been crazy out here. GSL finds a grab on the card deal and catches the back dash.
Dude, that axe kick getting the hit there is diabolical. Back turn and a kill. No! The tiniest of pixels.
You see it before? Okay, Chip, not F-ding. The classical blunder. Kazam spending all of their energy forgetting the basics, but finds a dash up grab. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Legs exposed. Tries to go on the same side. And that little delay, just knew it was coming. So just get it over with.
Has baited them so consistently. Kazam making max damage off that too. Okay, the tech throw. Not bad. PRC4 though, spent a lot of bar, but the positive bonus coming through all this meter here. Kazam should be closing this round out. I say that, but I've seen Magic Pixels so many times already.
Round apiece. I cannot. Okay. Down to the finale. Deflect shield on the front. Okay, no, hold on. Whoa. Got some sorcery going on.
Little sus there from GSL. Spent a lot of their burst gauge in that one as Kazam finds some early hits.
Okay, situation actually going not too bad from here. Gets the run through, looks for the overhead. A great deflect shield in response though.
Yeah, one good deflect earns another, or a bad deflect earns a good one. Counter hit though. GSL eating so much damage going to the corner on this one, folks.
Still has that burst. Utilizes the YOC first. Guard point and finds the hit. That actually might be the turning point here. Gonna have to use the FD to try and escape.
Another little bit of connects. No burst on Kazam's side. Gonna eat this damage. There's no super. One more hit can do it.
Oh, you're still alive. There's no way. BRC flash kick. Gold person.
And GSL says, "You will not deny me." In turns. Than like a Stranger Things or anything. And Kazam with the point blank raid, yeah. I felt that raid.
Oh, good to see you, homie. Hope you had a good stream, good performance today for sure. As we're getting into the next match, Poncho and Joe Brownie, Gold Burst early.
And Joe Brownie going hand with it. This is an interesting matchup because this is what we saw send Poncho to losers. Fought against Joe Brownie and is going to be able to get the revenge here. Potentially. Joe Brownie so far is in control.
Oh no, a quick little instance of breakdancing as well as the attack command to follow through. Ends up getting the finish.
And that set was a 3-1. So Joe Brownie very confident in how they played this matchup and it's showing already.
Oh, and that little delay with the flight works out perfectly. Low Eddie slides on past. Summon into the resummon. Gets the hit with the frog. And with Amorphous, it's going to be a hard knockdown. A guaranteed meaty pierce and a great situation for Poncho to maybe even this up.
Oh, with something though. That's a 5 heavy and that gives Joe Brownie a chance to get some fight in. Looking to avoid a YRC or any kind of reversal. And right now, it's really good for Joe Brownie.
Swords out, manages to get the jump away. Drill somehow saves us.
Oh, we run right into the projectile too. Find the 2S. And that Poncho even ended up here.
Wow, reposition the minions. So perfect.
Oh, but a burst from Poncho. It's going to put Joe Brownie in the corner. Doesn't want to spend the burst yet. Getting a chunk of damage. Scary spot to be in.
Oh, that little hezzy. The delay was absolutely wonderful. It's going to end up spending the burst to try and escape.
I love seeing it too, like the jump forward with the block just to wait for a burst potentially. Good patience there from Joe Brownie on that side though. Maintaining a small lead, but the minions are going down.
Still good. Finding success in the mid-range. Taps the dust, the meat tenderizer. Absolutely ridiculous, but again, a pixel somehow.
This is just TNS. The tagline is pixels and perfects.
Actually. Oh. Long trying to escape. First comes through, they're both at an absolute terror of health. It's a double KO between the two. The 2S hits, and it's final round.
Sudden death.
What is happening, man?
Daisuke, what are you doing? Get off the controls. We can't take it anymore.
Joe Brownie. This is powered up Joe Brownie in a different way, though. We are locked in beyond belief in this one.
All right, Elysium driven to the edge as Joe Brownie's going in. The backdash, though, And getting rid of the minions into the sandwich. It's time to party.
Oh, the dash up nothing. Cannot believe that works out. Finds a punish with the throw, though.
Oh, the Wolbers takes out Little Eddie. But the Wild Assault's gonna put Poncho in a decent position. Has to be careful though, because a clean hit from Joe Brownie into the mix. La mezcla.
Oh, and the tap does the follow up as well. Cuts through and is able to win. That should count. I have 2 propositions. 1, that should count for 2 games. 2, if you go final round like that, it should just be danger time. Thoughts?
I mean, I'm down for danger time. Just only in the sequence of that. Bring back the mechanic that has plagued Exert players for over a decade and just make it the sudden death.
If you go to round 4, everything should be a universal counter hit. I'm just saying.
and then you have Faust meteorites just falling from both sides.
Oh, that's kind of what it feels like right now here as the minions kind of raining down. Does manage to get the block on the burst as well as a quick little follow-up. 50% life for Ponchos. We're finally going to get a chance to play.
Okay, though. 2 quick lows, but a nice challenge back from Joe Brownie into the same side. Cross-up. And countered as well as all Joe Brownie here after that first game win.
Like I said, that final round, that round 4, having kind of a decent power up here. Poncho, show of offense at the round start, and it generally has been first hit, first kill.
As he has been in the favor of Joe Brownie in these hits, though. Poncho maintaining a nice lead, but an IB from Joe Brownie was not enough to save him from getting nommed on. At this point, like, that Amorphous has turned from like a shark. To me, it looks just like Alan from Smiling Friends. And I can't unsee that anymore. I need a mod that just makes that happen. Turn the minions into Pims, and then like we're in business.
My God, he's done it again. Nice block on the low there, ends up finding the throw, and the lazy little jump over with the meter still intact.
And there's the big hit. Well done to Joe Brownie, 2-0 up here in the repeat matchup against Poncho.
Can he keep it together still after what has been, it feels like an eternity between these two in the matches? An opportunity to bounce back here. Poncho has had moments of brilliance shining through. Truly, I hate to be that guy, but like this might end up being like a 3-0 but close because Poncho really has been in it. But we're gonna, okay, we're switching back. Pink time.
It's pink time. And that's the peak throw I've ever saw one. In the corner you go, and now we're back into the Zato zone. Oh, too far for the RC to actually connect. Loses the meter on it, so it gets pressure going, but tough spot right now for Poncho. It's like, gotta take some pressure.
Close to set that minion one more time. Instant air dash, manages to go for cross up and blocks the first layer, but the delays into the stagger, into everything in between, forces our burst out.
Oh, snipes the jump back. This invite hell comes out, and now Poncho has some offense here, has the meter to start something up. Amorphous? No, I'm just gonna commit to getting Eddie back, okay.
Yeah, most important thing is being able to have little homie here. That's all the mix up as Pierce comes through and finds the finish. Poncho, here it comes.
Yeah, I know.
You think game 5 will go to round 4?
Can we get double? Yeah, can we get just double KO? Make it happen, Dice Game. I believe in you. There's so much happening, and yet no one's getting hit until now. It's just been little Eddie versus the minions for 20 seconds.
Okay. Also looking good. BRC forward. RC's in response to be able to go for the great escape. Your positive bonus building us up. Still knockdown.
Okay. Don't know what happened there, but Joe Brownie's taking that to the bank. The burst out from Poncho, not the last life here. Still with a shot. Doesn't go for a throw, instead the jump P. There's a burst out from Joe Brownie. Okay. Victory for Poncho, no matter what you look at. All right.
Listen, the bounce back, you already know what could happen. Again, like I said, all these rounds have been absolutely within our grasp, very close again. I'm just impressed to see Zato where he's at. I know that we've been like doing a bit of trolling in chat, talking about Zop 1, but like, dude, I'm just glad to see this character being successful.
Hey, I'm loving what Poncho's bringing to the table here, all right? Despite whatever comes his way, has been just cruising through, and even fighting against a person that sent him losers to begin with, is not showing any signs of stopping any which way. Okay, what's the anti-air, finds a 2P, gets rid of the minions, and now we're in the blender.
Okay, sword applied. Little Eddie, unfortunately deleted straight away. Got the hit once again. Plenty of meter. Continue our backing here. I thought for sure it was going to be attack command on the super. Instead, it's going to be a little bit of breakdancing.
We're going to drop him like it's hot. Back to match point for Joe Brownie. Gonna see if they can match the score from the winner's side matchup. Poncho, though, got a little Eddie and a dream. Stuck in this corner now, a tough spot to be in, is eating so much damage.
Step back. Attack command. Ends up trading out with the minion. Oh man, that was a goofy way to lose little homie. But in the end, again, gets cleared out. Powerful, powerful stuff. And we'll see if the self-proclaimed ace is able to bring it back for himself here. Game 1 of Winners Finals. Is anyone going to be able to stop the reign of the Queen? So far, it's looking like no. MFCR can be another player to have a chance. And off the rip, it's more of the same. This has been it. This has been the view for everyone.
Setting them straight to World 6 in Super Mario Bros. 3. I hope you like ice physics, because there's no way you're getting past this, and you're dead! You got in once, you messed up, and then you tied. The Leo Whitefang story.
And you get thrown, and it auto-kills you because the wings are on. I know, to be fair, you have to sit there for 10 seconds to not even have to tech a throw for the wings to activate. But man, when they turn on, you're just done. You're cooked.
And the MFCR just trying to hop the hurdle, get around, but gets hit by 5D, and it's gonna just almost get erased. Okay, the wing's about to activate.
And truly, so far, I hope I'm not just beating the dead horse. MFCR hasn't made an offensive choice yet. Hasn't had a chance to. This is the first one.
And it worked to start, but gonna need more than that as the burst back, and now you're back into the tundra.
Oh no, in reversal super, even there, we had meter to escape. MFCR tries to take an aggressive angle there, because if it cuts through and we get the RC, you're going to get at least one guess. But Peluna's still able to just barely dodge out of the way with the bubble.
Again, I have been playing Guilty Gear for a very long time, right? Through Exeter, plus our Accent Core, Vanilla, all that, right? Dizzy is the one of the one-player game characters. And it's a different way in Strive compared to Exert, where she just put you in the fish blender. And here, it's just, she is keeping you out and sending you into timeout.
First, sends us out here. Breaks the fireball, even the extra hits on that one. There's the 2D, though. Opportunity for offense finally, but we get mashed out on.
Challenges there, a little choppy here. And MSR getting tagged back, pushed back. More Michael swords. Where does she keep them? I can't say. And a punish here on that.
And the burst tries to keep momentum and tries to keep the corner. Unfortunately, neither one of those is able to be withheld.
Running in, gets the hit. The wings are about to pop. MFCR dashes forward, but no dice.
Dude, so much stuff is happening. That fish came from off screen to get his gift back. That was crazy.
3 rounds straight for Peluna. She's looking exceptional here. Every Leo in her way has just been sent into the shredder, and MFCR has just not found any answers. 2D is not enough.
Okay, that's tech. I don't care, that's tech. The helicopter into the flash kick, close the distance, and finds the axe kick in the corner.
All right, the slip and slide tactics working out here. MFCR finally with a lead in a round as Peluna gets counter hit into dead. MFCR round on the board.
Okay, Wild Assault sent out, has to play the minigame one more time.
Okay, the jumps are not bad here. MFCR getting pushed back. There is no wings, but there is a burst. Nice floor again. Michael sort of push away to get an air throw. That's a great spot, and an OTG to boot.
Wings are back on, applying so much mental pressure here. And once again, okay, the wave dash is crazy.
If MFCR was a Smash Bros player in a past life, I can see that the all coming back to him right now. Another chunky hit, all this meter in the world. One more hit can do it. The RC through, and that's gonna be a 1 apiece.
Can I make an early call? Next time he does that super wave dash crazy stuff, that's gonna be a throw. 100%, 2 flash kicks in a row, that's a throw next time. This is this is crazy, crazy work here as we do bring it 1-1. MFCR showing off some stuff that Peluna's gonna have to adjust to here.
It's interesting because, like, you think about it, like, where did MFCR get the idea to do jump D slidey into flash? I know that it gets me enough momentum moving forward that I can, like, literally get like a triangle jump into the longest dash Leo's ever had.
I don't know, but his creativity has definitely been paid off so far. The cross up there forces the burst, and that burst being off the table. Once again, you have to remember, if the distance gets closed now, see, this time we're starting to use it just to get momentum, but at timings where we don't necessarily need to be committal.
I like that. Just a dashboard IB, runs right into the Eisensterm, loses the wings, gets clipped, and big damage for MFCR. Oh, she dead? Okay, pixel. A little more than this.
Yeah, and after the RC forward there, is able to just mash on the 5P, or the JP, excuse me.
All right, these adjustments for the MFCR, round start drop kick. Already breaking the wall, giving that positive bonus. Okay, knockdowns there. Advantage of the BRC and a big counter hit the burst back. I was expecting, if it wasn't a punish, it would have been a flash. MFCR wanted to stay up close and personal. Wings are there. PRC forward.
Oh no, it looks like they thought that maybe the ice floor was going to make it to where they couldn't get the cross up, but in the end, the momentum kept us rolling here. MFCR 2 games in a row now is looking so much better and has been just in a matchup that, again, has looked really, really tough for a multitude of players. MFCR starting to show us the method potentially.
Yeah, navigating everything. Dealt with it poorly in game number 1, but took that second and reminded you why MFCR is one of the best. Found a way to navigate and hasn't really used it much after the first like 3 times. Has been getting around different ways now that Peluna's kind of trying to scout out the jump D usage. But a round start Eisensterm is kind of spicy and Peluna is not having any of it.
Yeah, being able to establish some range. Oh no, betrayed by your own OTG as well. There's that burst.
Okay, next escape. Puts the wings up, has the fish out. In a perfect spot, but we're missing dust. And the tech throw to get rid of the wings. Nice.
Trying to meet it for both. Got the hit, catching something there. Maybe was trying to jump away. Oh, and the uppercut. Quick little overhead on the tap of the dust. MFCR is 1 round away.
Here we go. Peluna was looking so good across the board, and so on these winners matchups, MFCR has her number at this time. The wings are there, the fish is out, snipes the jump dust, denies the copter. Blackhawk down.
Deep cross up though with the fish behind. Remnants of the old Dizzy. Wings of Light trigger, and every time they've gone off, the round has ended in Peluna's victory.
Too far for Michael Sword to hit though. Can Peluna find a way to take this to a big game 5? Gets the Michael Sword reversal, puts the ice on the flow. But the slide tech gets through it all once more.
Good block though. Better backdash as well. Beats out the 2D attempt with the sword.
And the airfish to stop the jump D. The burst form full screen though. Saves MFCR, but the fadeaway.
What a nightmare.
Reason. Trying to jump dust, no good. Game 5! The spike to punish the jump D. Landing right into the trap. Haha, you fell for it.
Yeah, whether it's just better timing from Peluna or worse timing from MFCR, either way, we're using these things that we used to fish with so effectively to stop that slide tech, bringing us all the way down to the finale. This is... Dude, this like drastically changed. Oh my god, man.
10 years
I don't want to
ago.
say this determines the winner of the tournament, but this is a very important game 5.
Ooh, and a round start 5K or 5S. Or, you know, a big hit comes out from Peluna as we've seen MFCR go for flashes, the clashes. No burst here on MFCR side, and gonna force the burst out from Peluna. Pretty even here on both sides. Uh-oh.
Plenty of time for the block there. Keeps the pressure up. Very good damage. First time we're really getting to see the Dizzy damage with the super behind it as well. And now it's going to be a hard knockdown with an opportunity to set up our ice.
Not even gonna put wings out there. Has all the time in the world just to Michael Sword and RC just to keep MFCR at bay, and that hit's gonna do it. Match point, Peluna.
100 meter never even getting to be used.
Mighty Master trade, but it's a hard knockdown in the favor of Peluna.
IBFD pushes you so far! Dude, with the ice on the ground, the momentum was just killed!
We saw that in the matchup against GSL. Push away the 5 heavy, 5 slash, get the Michael Sword. Big lead for Peluna. Trying to dash MFCR's winner's hopes away.
Jab, nothing else. 2D. Recognized, saw the backdash, confirms it with the headbutt.
Good, big damage. And finishes the job, making this a final round in the final game. Grand finals on the cusp for either player. Both have burst and a punish with the throw. Beautiful, get in the corner.
Nice applied. Fish. Trying to answer back just a bit. Yeah, that is not a situation you want to be swinging in.
Be careful here. MFCR scouting, waiting it out. Runs through. He gets punished. The throw. Gonna activate the wings here too. Oh my god, you're dead!
PG of the throw. The wings trigger and MFCR has to make a play. Oh my god, it's so painful, but it's what had to be done. Peluna. Let's see who. I gotta favor GSL by a bit here, but I think everything left in this, it feels like a coin flip.
Oh, it's
And it is the Venom. Okay, it is
Top
the Venom. I know that
Let's
this is
go.
another match. I'm not gonna say something crazy like Venom wins. This is annoying as hell. This is not like a fun matchup for Leo if Venom gets rolling.
Yeah, it is not fun for Venom if your back is in the corner against the king himself. But
Joe Brownie just plays all the characters where it's like, like if I make you block, this sucks, but like, man, everything else is bad. As the super comes through.
left the gap, blow it up, first round. Case X Legends. Say cool pants, bro. I liked them when they were in KOF 13.
Okay. QD didn't quite work out. Pillar comes through. Nice little interruption.
Oh, cross up. It's QD. But just like an Exerd, the balls lose out to the projectile there from Leo as it can absorb them pretty handily. Just gonna find the time to kind of apply it. And now, Brownie with a nice lead. Plenty of coverage.
This is part of why the matchup gets going here. BRC into it just to take the chip a bit quicker. And yeah, the ending situation is not what you want to deal with. 1-1 on the rounds.
Dark Angel has been a monster of a super. Then has been pulling out the giant pole ball that's just like, go out, my son. Control the neutral, make them block, and chip them out.
It just says behold for 50 meter. And it's like, wait.
Get him. GSL chooses some good spots. Big advantage, but even better blocks from Joe Brownie. Gets a small punish. And a far slash 2 with the knockdown. Here we go.
Oh, opportunity there with the anti-air, continuing to just harass. There it is, one more time. Super comes out. Nothing to deal with it, though. We're going to dash through and find the throw.
And an OTG into it, but the explosion from RoboKai. Combo breaks it. Gets the knockdown. It's another Dark Angel. And what a hit. Oh my god, Joe Brownie, you are broken.
The RoboKai carry in the ending situation makes it 1-0. Crazy, crazy work to be able to break through in the end.
So, chat, if y'all are not aware, Dark Angel in this version of Guilty Gear, when the ball pops, RoboKai does a little dive explosion at the end there. That will happen no matter what once the ball disappears. So even though Gates X Legend got a hit and RoboKai said, no, leave my boyfriend alone.
So that's my man. Working out well here as we do break through. Gets the throw, back turn applied. GSL, stance on stance, and gets sent straight back to full screen. Ugh.
Okay, big lead for GSL. Quick round as well. Don't let Joe Brownie get going here. Up one already. Still got a burst though. Didn't spend that last round. Call it a wash. That's how it goes.
Damn. I mean, the positioning, everything about it, dude. Still working out well. We're poking out the mid range. That one character length has not been a happy place for Leo so far.
Okay. Joe might have found his way in. The super's gonna erase it. And we see an attempt to escape with an RC or something like it. It was weird.
Same time once again though. Air to air just to make sure we don't escape. There's the throw, and you already know we've seen it once today as the explosion gets him again. It's a run back in the situation as RoboKai gets his get back for the second time.
I think that is what Brownie wanted the first time. But RoboKai still came with the assist and it worked out well. No burst from anybody really here. It's been playing as, you know, they've been holding this pressure and this damage, and finally Brownie busts out.
You had to burst there. 50 meter, you already knew. Here it comes again. No time for the super on the other side. Finds the low, and RoboKai with the explosion for the extension.
Oh, jump dust. Nice backdash there from GSL. Now forcing some pressure here. Standing lows. Here we go. No wall break yet.
Axe kick, overhead. Respect.
Okay, last shot for Joe. GSL can just run up. Ooh, the flex shield's good. Hold on. Has some stingers here to throw out. Cross is blocked. We're going to see a reversal. No, not quite.
See our last big offensive choice spent in a defensive way. Here we go. Trying to lob things out, but that RC timing, yeah.
Yeah, jump heavy. Perfect spot there for GSL. 1-1 each. as everyone's bringing their all here in this fantastic matchup. Joe Brownie with the pocket venom, bringing it out here for this matchup. It's worked out well. It's made GSL really have to like go out of their way to navigate so much BS. Like they were tired of dealing with like ice floors and fish. Now it's pool balls and purple balls and robots. It's like, oh my gosh.
It's everything and in between. So many different things to have to deal with. So many looks to have to contend against. GSL. The round starts, going to look for the 2S. They're not going to work out as we get poked through the just block.
Counter hit 2K. Little sequence there. The run up. Oh, try to just defend throw, but nice as GSL runs out of the way and avoids getting a huge, getting punished really big.
On the headbutt, try to go for the pillar, ends up backing out.
We get burst after getting hit by the jump heavy. Mad struggle, aka jump dust. Into the setup with the ball. Fire receive from Joe Brownie. No, just gonna up back. Oh, what an anti-air.
Headbutt falls through. Life total dwindling here, and that's the hard part. Once you get down to that type of life total, you're gonna take some incidental damage closing the distance against Venom. When you're down to like under 10%, it's just like what do you do?
Yeah, you go next. GSL, big damage coming out here. It's looking sharp. No 6P on the side of Brownie. It's gonna get hit with another wall break potentially. Overhead's good in the super, yeah.
Pixel though.
Good challenge.
Okay, I'm not saying there's a chance, but
I mean, that's tonight. Remember, it's Pixels and Perfects. YRC, nice try, buddy. Enjoy this wall break. A little bit of positive bonus goes a long way. Doesn't give Joe Brownie a lot since they already have burst here, but they block and they throw. Here we go. Dark Angel. Yes.
game time. This is it for all the marbles. Oh no, and the explosion, because it still technically is an overdrive. You're locked out of the burst. Never had a chance to utilize it in the ending situation. Ow.
And then just knowing I can use my biggest normal to seal it because you are locked out. And no, this isn't for all the marbles. We're playing a men's game. This is for all the pool balls because Venom is bringing that all over here in this matchup as the Gay Sex Legend is down to our last life.
Duel 1.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, early poke. Didn't work out, but still okay. We might get Venom Dizzy Grand Finals, okay? I don't want to get ahead of myself. This is so weird.
Whoa.
Nice throw. What is happening?
Okay. Reversal's happening though. GSL, run up grab. Put a gold burst. I've seen so many gold bursts on the back turn heavy. Great option here. And now you're going to land and hold this pressure no matter what. Do it again.
Okay.
Oh, what a kind of hit. Try to get a grab. Didn't work.
IE slides past a quick little mix up there. Said you already spoke a bit too soon. 100-meter never gets to be spent. Joe Brownie in a tough position now, but with an amazing neutral jump at round start, is able to stifle the offense.
The Stinger's out. A lot of full balls in good spots. The GSL never afraid to let it rip and punish. Gets a hit on the deflection. Okay, overheads are there. Good blocks on Joe Brownie's side. Gets a Stinger for the full screen pushback. Stinger's beating out the projectile. The war's ongoing, but GSL's back in.
And what was probably a deflect shield, unfortunately, is a wild assault into the waiting arms of the Lion. Once again, it's a game 5 between the two here. GSL and Joe Brownie to the limit.
Oh yeah, it's been really good, but Joe Brownie though, eating so many overheads. That's the big part. On defense has been trying to escape, pressing, backdashing, as Gay Sex Legend, even after getting hit by the gold burst. It's like, cool, we don't have any more ways around this. Remember, Venom is not known for any kind of reversal, has never really had anything in their repertoire that can deal with that kind of stuff. So you really have to be mindful
It's like the one balancing factor for this character is that he just like he is ass blocking. That's just it.
2D was like the moneymaker in Exeter, not as good as that in here. With some solid blocks from Joe, try to backdash and gets caught again.
Finds the overhead. 2-8 for the extra extension. Axe kick not going to work out, but the cross up sure as hell will. GSL down to set point now, has been overcoming the matchup in the craziest of ways.
Go early jump. Nice air backdash to avoid it with the QV. Powers up. But tries to set a ball to stop the projectile. Doesn't quite work. Cool. Run through the scoop.
Okay, still chilling. Couple pool balls just because. Repositions it, gets back to the mid-screen. Plenty of room to roam now.
And a big block. I like this. Not going to see a burst here from GSL. This round is definitely all Joe Brownie, and now we're going to final round, final game one more time.
Full burst. GSL.
Oh, jump slash. No pickup though. Joe Brownie stuck in this corner, has to find a way out. Jumping onto that burst, and the the back turn 5P.
Okay. Oh, actually, should be able to interrupt just in time. Yeah, gets the trade. Robo-Kai juggles just because of course he does.
But a 6P, beautiful from GSL. Stuffs the overhead. Oh my god, that was clutch from Joe Brownie. A small life lead and a small pickup. No meter for Dark Angel. The Stinger gets beaten out. Ooh, what a good burst.
Okay, 100 meter versus 50. At the cross, I managed to escape. PRC to get away! Avoids everything! So the RC comes out very late! Still finds the juggle somehow! GSL isn't enough! Just enough!
Go ahead.
MFCR showed some great adaptations in the later stages of the match facing off against Peluna here. None of that matters if you can't beat the legend, though. GSL.
And mirror match to bring us down to here. We had so many Leos on stream, but the first time that two have to face off. And already GSL hot off that last match. Half-Life gone on MFCR.
Oh, and off that little delay, able to swing it out in perfect timing. Missed out on the combo though, as MFCR able to take back the action.
Okay, I like that Super 2. Giving that damage, giving that positive bonus and a hard knockdown. Watch out though. GSL does have a lot of meter here, and it's going to be able to do that super perfectly.
Ooh, we're going to be a hero! Got the JP. Perfect land here there. Tries to backdash, but the run through catches it.
Just perfectly symmetrical stance up. This is the matchup Leo loves to face himself. It's like looking in a mirror, and right now, K6 Legend, the first wall break again.
Getting the trade. Slight advance to MFCR for that one here, but GSL not too worried about any advantage. Extra extensions into the PRC. Crazy from both! In the end, MFCR gets the better.
Oh, but a good reversal again, and finds something with a hit. Burst is good though. Good MFCR. Pixel in a dream. We've seen it before. We can see it again.
The breakthrough comes out. Round a piece. Damn, you're full
perfect.
burst now. Okay.
Another early wall break. GSL has been so good at getting these in like the first 10 seconds.
Oh no, and just full sends the 2D. Another wonderful choice here is going to get us the wall stick. Will not have to kill, but the situation is dire for MFCR. Cannot go behind.
Once he gets back turn, not quite gonna get bursted away, so no turning around for you, buddy. Ugh.
Yeah, and that's one of those, you kind of have to prove it. Pops the burst to try and save themselves. Another perfect market on the board, dude.
Pixels and perfects, P's and P's. It's just it's the inevitability of this week's TNS. Just like the game 5s have been all throughout just about. Can we see that happen? Can MFCR keep it close as GSL started to run away with it with that first game, and the rounds they've won have been pretty dominant.
Okay,
Here we go. Reversal out again. Almost 100% hit rate from GSL on those until then.
sliced up. 50 meter intact. MFCR gonna play it a little bit defensive at the start, and it ends up paying off twice in a row. The 2D gets full send. Damn.
All right, MFCR answering back. Reminding you who was like one of the original kings of the jungle here, right?
Of course. See there, got the throw. Out of the back turn, looks for the overhead, easy flash kick. Easy flash kick is what I was saying, you know?
But then you were looking for the flash kick, and then you know what? Woke up, run through. Gets the Berserker slash into RC, waits for a reversal from MFCR, who's now trying to back it up, make some space. Oh!
Carrying the slice through. Hard knockdown, but 100 meter for MFCR. You know what that means? Oh, it means 2D. I thought for sure that was going to be... I would have bet anything that MFCR goes for a reversal super on wake up there, but somehow plays it a bit more defensively and it doesn't work out for him.
I was waiting for the 2D clash from both just emptying the chamber at each other, but instead, GSL is the one that let it rip. Poised to go up 2-0 here. MFCR is going to lock in, and that 2D is going to connect, force him to burst out. What an extension proxy. That was a beautiful hit off the reflect.
Now after the headbutt, flash kick. On the other side, any response? Flash kick, of course. Flash kick, of course! It's just that easy!
Backdash making that space again here. we need to see a good game of Leo Ball. I need both of them back turn with heavy fireball.
TNS twice throw out of the back turn. Breaks through. Is able to find the finish. MFCR equalizes the games now.
A nice 1-1 here though. Good spot here for MFCR. Again, if you understand, like you want to fight in the mud, then MFCR will meet you there. As just answering with the flash kicks after getting hit by flash kicks, hitting their 2Ds, not being afraid, just like how they normally play. Even if it's a mirror match and they got to deal with the same BS, they can deal it back in spades.
Duel 1.
Okay. Off the start, 5P. Not much else to show for it there. Chucks the fireball, which doesn't do too bad as it's 2D. It's the response quick from GSL.
Okay, though, hold on. The escape from MSCR finds the 2-hit piece low to the knockdown, and a great reversal from GSL.
PRC down the low. Love the flash kick in response. Flash kick and 2D. My true goats. The two of them.
Who needs strike throw when you got DP low? We're evolving the game in real time, Proxy.
That's what I'm saying. We're getting better for it. Missed out. No OTG. Still able to take the kill.
King Africa, we're not trying to kill people, please. Alright. As soon as you go into back turn, if you're not going to counter, get blown up, and then immediately popping off with a big OTG combo.
Headbutt to the throw. For a bit more of an extension there. Overhead finds the mark again as the 2D rings true. It's been so successful for both of them. This time, Purple Jacket's going to be the one to find the hard knockdown.
Okay, knock open up. Rounds tied up again. Who will get the lead here? 2-1. Either player. It's as even as it gets.
The dash forward into the flash kick beats the overhead.
And this time, finally, we block it out. No burst to save GSL. Is going to eat a fat combo into wall break super. Live by the flash, die by the flash.
Woody too far. 2K just far enough. Oh, a tale of two normals, and unfortunately there, it's not going the way of Gay Sex Legend. Doubles up with the standing S, and it's 2-1. MFCR is 1 away from the run back.
Good spot here to be. Can finally be a person that puts GSL to rest, who has been fighting tooth and nail after losing 3-0 winners quarterfinals, has been just taking it to everybody in essentially big 3-2 games. If they win one more, we get another game 5. But if he loses, it's off to bed and off for that midterm.
I was gonna say, midterm be damned. I'm trying to fight Dizzy again.
I can't believe Leo players learning calculus. It's like, what is this? You're going against every stereotype I've ever known.
Back it out. 2K2D finds the knockdown here. Fireball not gonna work out. Easy DP.
Too close for comfort though. And not a bad reversal. You get shoved back a little bit. No big deal. Okay, burst out for MFCR. Great win there if you are GSL. And a big punish though for MFCR.
Oh, okay. Flash kick once again, plenty of meter for both. You can see a little bit of hesitation in the way we're pressuring now. Doubles up with the headbutts and finds the run through.
Oh, but no, I thought he was going to do a backdash counter to wait out for the super since MFCR had 100% tension, but no, GSL gets tagged. MFCR match point.
Missed out, backdash gets caught. Wall stick, setting it up well. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. More like it.
Okay, pillar into the follow-up. Definitely good. ESL, absolutely the right call here. Somehow still not enough, though.
Okay, run up 5P. Quick tap. Boop him on the snoot. Assert your dominance. GSL holding on by a thread here. Still, the match point for MFCR is in effect. As they're dancing, they're scooting.
OTG, not gonna get much. Ooh. An unstance to try and bait out the first attempt there. Finally ends up coming through.
Oh, you left the gap. Get blessed. Perfect spot for GSL. A lot of meter here. Is gonna go for the super. And MFCR gonna bust out a great charge afterwards. Ooh!
Can't imagine that's what we wanted, but either way, it's what we got. Still alive somehow off the pixel.
Reversal's good though from MFCR. 2D's good with the RC, the burst out from GSL.
Oh, and had priority because of the RC. We were looking to get more aggressive on the side of MFCR to try and build that meter and be the one being aggressive. Your goal there for MFCR is either build your own 50 or force Gay Sex Legend to somehow use their own meter defensively.
But instead, just dashed in, saw MFCR to the skies, and gave him the alley-oop, taking us to one more Game 5. I say Game 5. Sorry.
Game 5 is also correct, to be honest with you.
Every GSL match in top 8, outside of like winter semifinals, has been a Game 5. The Game 5 legend. All right.
Okay, burst off the table for both. No reason to hold on to it for now. You already know.
Right, MCR leading this dance here, taking GSL by the hand and showing how it's done. But deflect shield into 2D, MFCR gets out of dodge.
Whipping out with 2Ks on either side. Is this footsies?
As you look at the butterfly in your hand, oh my god. Nice RC, that should do it.
set point again for MFCR. 2K whisked by just a bit. Slash forward and crosses up.
Ooh, what a punish! Within that 2D, paying the price. As GSL covers both options, not getting hit by the wake-up flash and also avoiding the 2D as well. Oh, I think you're gonna be dead here. We might be going to a final round. Well, he needs one more hit, I think. Yeah.
Game final round on the horizon. A quick headbutt to guarantee the situation.
One round to see who will face off against Peluna in grand finals. Early hit from GSL, a wall break. MFCR holding on to that burst. Eating it for the right moment. Finds a big hit.
Oh, that moment. Not sure when it's going to come through. Burst available for both. 100 meter inside of GSL as we get the block on the flash kick.
All right, going all in on the super. Counter hit, burst out from MFCR. Oh, what a throw! Into the corner you go.
Overhead into the axe kick, still alive somehow. No, it gets caught reaching, but it's okay, we're still alive!
Doesn't finish the job, gets tagged up, overhead counter hit, we have the meter!
Oh my god, a generational drop from both, but somehow MFCR is the one to pick up the pieces.
Let's go! It's midnight in the East Coast, y'all are holding on strong.
Down to the end though, here it is, grand finals.
TNS AWT Silver Edition. Points on the line, pride on the line, the Queen versus the King. As Peluna already setting up shop, escaping the zone and putting on a full screen presence to deny MFCR any chance of playing the game.
And truly, it's another one of the situations where it hasn't really gotten to see much offensive choices yet. First, just to prevent the wings of light, things were about to get extremely messy.
Oh, Michael Sword. Not a big punish, but the air dash out. Thankfully, Dizzy does not have 2 air dashes in this game, so she can't just escape all the way, but I'm gonna start with the catch and release.
As well, FD buys some room. 50 meters still in the pocket for MFCR. Is going to use it, but gets poked out of their pressure. All of a sudden, it's looking a little winnable.
2D counter hit. We got the counter hit confirmed combo into the freeze. The throw, it's good. Not quite. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Nice interrupt. The chop.
Dude, the wireless on the throw is so sick. Ends up getting the finish. Oh my god. It's so scary.
Manages to stop out the super. MFCR was hoping to get a little bit more meter to RC there. It never came.
Oh, hit falls through. Breaks the wall and it's looking fantastic.
Alright, perfect spot, but the Michael Sword hard knockdown into the ice timer. And the slide on the charged dust, that was so mean. Getting into position, that's a new trick in Peluna's arsenal that she's finally busted out.
Careful about how you throw out the Michael Sword though. Instead, never mind. Careful about nothing. Dance floor set up once again. It's an OTG, it's a double fish. Everything coming up our way as we look for the jump over.
He bursts there, fishes out. Good jump, D holding it down with the burst block. Game 1, Peluna.
1 of 3. MFCR needs to have major adjustments. I feel like Peluna's pre-adaptation to what MFCR was doing before is been so good that we haven't even got to see MFCR try anything new. Like, he has just been getting beaten to the spot at almost every turn, at least in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, has found everywhere that MFCR doesn't want her to be, always making like these great critical decisions. Yeah, Wings of Light wasn't a factor yet, but everything else has just been, you know, right where it needs to be. But the Michael Sword getting caught up by the shield. Try it again. Put that sword away, lady. Ooh. Quick round and a perfect for MFCR, answer him back in a blaze of glory here. Nice up back, blocks the run through, kind of backdash there, getting caught out. MFCR, ooh, avoids getting grabbed.
Okay, sets up the ice once again. Wild Assault attempted, I do believe. You saw that dust. That's something you're normally looking for, maybe a 2D.
Challenge is good. It's a 2D. Michael Sword, fish time. Gonna be able to set up shop and a 6P into the wings. Are you kidding me? A full combo? Yo.
And you're gone. Just like that. Dizzy, again, we don't see a lot of clean hits, but Dizzy's not exactly a super low damage character on the right touches. Maybe on average touch because it's a lot of projectiles, but you get that, like, that godsend close slash, like, you explode.
And the wings were there as like the backup plan, just in case. She has blocked so many of the run-throughs. The burst still not getting baited. Michael Sword gets punished. Okay.
Below, found the hit, sends it full screen. Ice applied. The wings still there, slowly but surely. Death is getting closer.
A counter hit Michael Sword into the OTG. Oh no! Too far for the throw. It would have killed.
But full screen might be able to convert it. Yeah, had to go for the burst on that one. And Michael Sword for the second time. And from so far, you don't even get to see the carnage. It could be the final game.
I've never seen TNS get censored, and they've done Mortal Kombat. What's going on?
Unbelievable. One game away from history.
Okay, my MFCR was the closest to taking Peluna down. Took it to a Game 5 in Winners Finals, but Peluna has made those crucial adjustments. She's come up with a fresh game plan. Dizzy's theme from XX is playing. She's powered up and ready to go.
Okay. Michael Sword pushes all the way back, sets up the ice dance floor, and uses the fish to be able to actually get pretty good repositioning. Gets the trade, but unfortunately hits the ground first. Luckily, we do have the reversal super on our side.
Not many reversals for Dizzy, but the super's gonna do it. All the space in the world, and the jump dust to keep the sky protected. Jump dust from Leo has been a non-factor. Peluna's making sure that's gonna stay with the case.
She has been a difference maker time and time again here. 2K finds the mark, can't get any pressure off of it though. MFCR finally returns to normal here, but a hell of a just block saves us a little bit of a headache.
Ooh, a throw, no good, don't reach. MFCR with a round on the board. Yeah.
Finally being able to answer back somehow here. Opportunity to maybe go again. It's been game 5 after game 5. If stats tell us anything, MFCR is probably about to win 2 in a row.
Well, the 2K2D might be the difference maker. One of those putting you that far away, and Peluna's now right where she wants to be. Got the wings up. About to line
Can I just
up.
say, Peluna's the best I've ever seen at people recognizing when a whip is going to happen. Had to flash kick.
And of course, the burst comes out, put Peluna in the perfect spot. Has a YRC. No, just a reversal throw. OTT off the ice. No, the ice is Spears.
Empty throw does it again. She's the best grappler in the game.
And a Michael Sword to snipe the 2D tournament point proxy.
I cannot believe what I am witnessing. Missed out on the 5 key a little bit too far. Does manage to close the distance, but again, a great press from Peluna.
Ooh, eats the meaty. Into the backdash, getting caught out. Look at that damage from MFCR. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and just like that, again, a deflect shield attempt, it seems, ends up getting beaten out. MFCR. It's just like I said, it's been a lot of game 5s today.
Just when you think Peluna's in control, MFCR never one to just go down quietly, especially with a 0 on the board. So here we go. Another game. Still Peluna up 2-1, so Sitting pretty still.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Dash up was looking for the whiff punish there, a little too far, but it's okay.
Gold burst, okay. Gets that positive bonus right there. Look at he split. The gold burst back. The clash though into the side swap. Peluna aware of so much sequences with the wall break too. Oh my god, that damage proxy.
Like I said, she's low damage on average, but when you find that real hit, that is a 2-touch. Do not forget that on the correct touches, Dizzy will 2-touch you. That is set point again.
I don't know who this Michael guy is, but his sword's damn good. Michael Jordan's sword, that makes sense.
Okay. Headbutt into the tap dust. MFCR, not the turd. Back on it.
Okay. Not a hard knockdown, but immediate round neutral Michael sword. S version 2, quick and easy, but knockdowns there. Fish is out. Ice floors, time to dance.
Okay. Gotta close the distance here. Gotta make something work. Michael's sword continues to push us back. No momentum can be built. Wings of Light about to activate. Instead, it's a super, and we're close enough to the corner.
All right, MFCR now with a slight life lead, but all this meter on Peluna's side. Tech throw, Michael sword. Double dash, Mario Kart. Super is gonna be enough to finish the round. MFCR staying alive.
Yeah, hold the resources, definitely the right call. Here we go, a round of peace, burst intact. Peluna gets the hit, dance floor, let's go.
All right, air fish, ground fish, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
We might be done. This might be it here. Wings of Light are going to activate, cancels it though, and it's just gonna reapply it for the pressure.
Oh, she whiffs the throw again. MFCR forces the burst out, catches the run-up slash, but the momentum stop denies the combo.
Michael sword full screen, progress reset, fish, making things a little bit more difficult, one touch at a time.
All the chestnuts in the world, the RC's there.
Ooh, it whiffs though. Now MFCR gets the hit, 100 meter. Axe kick, then what?
RC's good. Has a meter for super.
Oh, and MFCR saves himself again, unable to get the pressure and the kill. It's a game 5.
Man, because she deactivated the wings right before they would pop and then reapplied it immediately, a little of an, I don't know how much of an issue that caused it, gave a lull, and it, you know, has the frames where it kind of stops her from doing what she maybe wanted to do there in that situation, having to do both. So lost momentum, MFCR took a chance, took a win in game 5, like you said.
Okay, push back out, wants to run forward, gets caught trying to reach on the tech, and the burst gets baited. MFCR, blood in the water.
Yeah, spooky spot to be in if you're Peluna. Couple whiffs here, MFCR getting up close and personal. RC into a huge hit. Reset point.
Reset point, absolutely. MFCR was the Leo who was able to get closest to finding a victory over the demon that Peluna has been, but the Queen is unrelenting, keeping that pressure up and getting a bit more close, but in the CQC, it's gonna be the flash kick to save.
For heavy. This is the first up from MCR, but the backdash gets Michael sword and hard knockdown, ice spike time, and a dust off the slidey.
And just the sheer amount of visual noise to deal with there with that dust coming out is unbelievable.
Okay, gets a clean hit. We're gonna see a cross up. Not quite, the push block keeps it out.
Back and forth. Ice is applied, trying to use that like guard point stance as we get closer. The back throw might just put us in the position. Final round. It's all down to this. Dizzy will be her first time champion at an Arc World Tour event, or MFCR is gonna get one more shot.
Be the first for NTS event as well, right? Or have...
Yes.
Okay, so with double importance here. History is ready to be made. We burst, we ice. We throw, that's another whiff, but the floor keeps MFCR from getting a combo.
Gets the extension, drops out, overhead, still finds the mark. We're gonna return to neutral, but it's positive bonus for the Leo.
Ooh, knockdown there. Nice floor, both players have a lot of meter on their side. MFCR up for super RC just in case. Not quite yet.
This is so bad for Miguel. Getting pushed back again and again. PRC gets hit one more time. No OTG, the dance floor goes away. That's it, but there's the hit. We drop.
Okay, still the advantage is hers. 100% meter.
Whoa, and the dash forward into the dust for the first time ever. Peluna is your champion for TNS, and Dizzy has won an ARC World Tour event.